1. Let's see if this lets me back. LaPierre taking his time, waiting on the bowler to his right. Hell of a cleanup there. Gets 5 out of the 6 for a $9. Could have been a lot worse. All right, I think we're back. I can't really see it so clearly. But trying also not to waste the bandwidth on that. So let me pause that video, and I should be back. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't realize the Wi-Fi was going to be as rough over there as it is, but we knew we might have some problems with it. LaPierre is on the head pin. Ends up with the 6-7-10 split. Walsh on the fill is on the noggin and gets everything but the 4. I'm going to start trying not to bang on the table as much now that we're back. Thanks, Nico. How you doing, buddy? We're having a little fun up here at Academy. LaPierre looking to find a way to get that plank out front to jump over, so I'm thinking he's going to want to be as far to the right of that left-hand piece of wood as he can be. I'm trying out the Friday Night Pro League and trying out a setup for it to have some fun. Oh, unfortunately, a little too solid. He drove that one right back into the pit. Walsh looking to clean his up. Right on the stick. Pair of spares. It's actually there. I hate to tell you that. If you look at the top, you have Academy 1 and Academy 3 as Scott LaPierre takes the 9. And then over on the score sheets on the side of the screen, it lets you know specifically which bowlers are up. So as you can see right now is Brian Fuller and Peter Crawford Jr. come up. The scores on the side should tell you just that. So on the right-hand side you see screen Jr. as he fires away here on lane 6. Gets a good mix, but it looks like it's going to be, unless that takes it, 5-7 split, and Crawford manages, Fuller managed to take down everything. Oh, I lied. I better clip that quick because that was a slow strike. Gets the opening strike. First strike, I think, of the match. Petey leaves that one a little out to the right. So now do you see who's bowling? Up above in the boxes, you'll see what everybody has kind of lingering. And he'll take 1 out of it for a $9 starting out his match. So down at the bottom, you'll see what each team has for a total score to this point. I'm off by 1, but I think that's them fixing Pete's score, which they just did. So Academy 1 has 96. Academy 3 has 101. Pete firing away in box 2 is going to be on the nose, but a little heavy. That's going to be a split, 3-1 to the right. Brian's first ball on the strike mixes. When dust is settled, he's got the 5, the 9, and the 10. He's got a couple of pieces of wood there. I might try to catch the left side of that cap. Pete does a great job getting the outside of the right wing, but no love on the drive. Oh! Brian's ball comes back, and unfortunately just misses taking out the 10 pin. Huh? That was up and then it was down. I think we're back. Easier for you. YouTube Live's a little weird in the software. I'll figure that out. Pete's going to settle for the 9. Brian picks up the single stick for the 10. So now we get to do a little bit of work as the bowlers are going to switch sides. So we see it now with Eddie already up there on the left. I'm going to hit a button and hopefully switch those colors around. Should see Woodside now on the left, Scally on the right. This time the bowlers are underneath their team boxes. So the graphics, the colors, the scores, everything's kind of looking the way that it should. Scally's going to start out on the nose. On the wrong spot. Oh, wow. There's our first quarter Worcester of the night. Ed Woodside right through the 2 pin. Scally looking at the 410. Wanted to get outside to kick it across, but unfortunately that one found the gutter. Eddie trying to play it safe. Cleans out the right side. Nope, he didn't get the head pin to wobble forward, so he's got the head pin and the 4, 5, 7, 8. Scally's second shot at it. Oh, grazed the wood, but no love. So it'll be an 8 for Scally. Eddie also going to get an 8 as he blows up the front, but just no love on the mix there. As you can see up at the top, it lets you know what's lined up. So as you can see, Rio, Alisi, and Walsh are sitting on spares, as is Poulin on the other side for Academy 3. So you can kind of see that while Academy 1 is leading 123 to 118, they've got 2 extra fill balls lined up. Allie's ball is going to be outside. He's going to leave the 4-horse down the left, and as if he doesn't get this enough at home, Ed Woodside is going to leave the Starlight 5 on the right-hand side. I saw him. No love for Scally there as he kicks out the 4-pin, and Eddie's going to blow up the spare, get himself on the smudge board. Second, well, actually, I lied. He started out with a strike, so there's 2 strikes in the match. I need to come up with a nice, easy screen where I can see that. Scally's going to struggle his way to just a 15 pair. We'll bring up the next bowlers here with Rio and Nardone taking their approach. If you can see it through the forest of tall bodies standing in the pit down there. Hopefully the balance of the microphone that's by them is pretty good, and you can still hear me talking over the top of them. Things we get to fiddle with. As Rio fires away here on a spare, gets a great mix, takes down all the King's men. 28 through 2, as he has just the 5-pin with the brace outside it to clean up. Firing, and that's pretty good. They had to bring his bowling balls out of the trash for him. Oh, I should have waited just a second for the double kick. Both bowlers picking up their spares. A lot of chit chat here going on. Rio, once again, everything but the 5-pin. And Nardone is going to be out in the ocean, but he gets a good wiggly mix. He's got the front diamond and the 10-pin. Rio's going to pick up the second one. So 2 spares for him. And Nardone is going to get stiffed on the deal there. He hit it kind of the way that you'd expect to go, but just wasn't able to get the 2-pin to fall.
That'd be awesome.
Josh sitting down at 57 plus a ball through 4. Nardone with the 9 box is going to be at 41 through 4. Going to bring up Steve Poole and Corey Alisi, both of them sitting on spares.
Let's go, Stevie.
Both bowlers have had head pins both of their first boxes. That's going to be Corey's first miss on the fill. Mixing around, he's going to get 6 out of it. Poulin is going to get 7, but I kind of like Corey's better. He was on the head pin, he got the split, he's got the 4-5-10 as Corey's shooting the 1. Oh, just on. Oh, he almost stole it. He had the 1-3-7-10. Steve's going to get through a hole over there. Corey sitting at 9, looking for the nose, and that's going to be a no. Well, maybe. Oh, look at that! Look at that cheese. Ball came back on the plate. It hit the wood on the lane first. It's good, as long as it hits something on the lane.
No more superpowers, man. What the hell is this?
Hey Maurice, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Yeah, this is kind of like a stretch of my ACST format, just covering the obviously the 5-on-5 layouts and stuff. I've got a couple of other splash screens I'll bring up as we get
that's
going.
One way not to get that leave again.
I'll try to get him maybe in between strings. I put the caution tape down there so Mike Nardone doesn't get killed by a little wire. Let's see. Corey's going to run down the 4-horse off the side, pick up the spare, going, and no love. No love for Poole in there. And Walsh looking wild because the Wi-Fi that's here is bad. I will promise you that the full HD upload of this will get posted to their YouTube channel once this match is over. Walsh on the head pin, shaves everything good, but the 3 and the 6. The 6 is cuddling up, and unfortunately for Scott, he's only going to pick up the half Worcester on the right on his fill. So just a 2 fill there. Walsh looking at the 3, and then I probably would have been like the 5.5 the way that pin had been moved over. Gets the spare. LaPierre gets across to the other side, cleans up everything but the 1 and the 6. Looking to clean this up for 10. See if he can hold par. Good little lift on that. It's going to take a 9 box, so 39 through 4 as we bring up the anchors. Neither of them working on a mark.
One for a minute. They got the back one.
Got left hanging. Fuller sitting at 29. Petey looking for a mark, sitting at 18. I'm hoping not to lag, but I can't do much about the signal here. They did say that they are having a new provider come in and they're going to bring in some additional wireless access points into the facility so that it'll be better moving forward, but that's not going to do a darn thing for us tonight. Obviously, they know streaming is important to a lot of the bowlers. It's important to them too. That's great because I know this is it's what I do for a living is helping companies get stuff set up. And I know it's not cheap to do it right. So, Fuller rocking this around. Is that going to find? Oh, there we go. Petey gets his first mark. Get a clip of that. Fuller just looking to clean up the 5-pin. He shaves it off to the side, so 39 through 3. Petey with a chance to even it up here with a good fill. Down at the bottom, as you see, Academy won at 229. What's that? A lot of people have been saying it's lagging at times, so I'm sure we're. Yeah, I'm sure. Fuller's going to hit the head pin a little light. When it's all said and done, he's got a 5 and 7. He's got a great brace behind the 5-pin. Petey's on the nose, leaves the check mark on the right-hand side. Fuller really does look like this is wired here. Just hit that 5-pin. That wood should drive right into the corner for him, and absolutely does. Hamming up second mark of the string, and Petey's going to clean up the check mark. So there you have it, a pair of spares by the anchors to close out the 4th box. I'm going to move over to Woodside and Scally, and then click the button to move Woodside over to the right side where he's bowling. Hey, all right, I got the colors looking right for the people that are bowling. This time, I've got it matching somewhat their short colors. Look, I'm only going to use red and blue, simply because of the way I do the graphics. Eddie's going to mix them all around. He's going to put 9 on that strike. Scally's still struggling to find the head pin. He's left the 1, the 2, and the 4. Woodside at 55 through 4, and he's got a great setup here for another spare. We'll see how this goes. Whoa. Yeah, well, everybody loves Candlepin because of the wood, right? You figure with a name like Woodside, it's made for him, but the 2 pins yeet their way around there, and he's looking at the 5. Scally off his mark, struggling here early in the match. Eddie gets the 10 for a 65 half. Scally trying to run down the 3. No, he's going to stay outside of the side, so just 40 at the half for Scally. So he's going to want to warm up here in the second half as we continue on. I sit down all day long, yeah. Plus, if I'm sitting in a chair, I might feel a little weird up on the table. All right, Eddie's going to be a little out there. Scally's on the nose. Once again, he's got the same kind of setup here. This time, instead of being the 1, 2, 4, he's got the right-hand wing, the 3, 6, 10. Eddie took out the 3 and the 1, so he's got the bunch down the heart, 4-pin hanging outside it. Hits it good on the nose, but just nothing able to take out that 4-pin for him. Scally pops right through the 3-pin. His struggles continue. I think he knows he's on film and he's a little nervous. Eddie gets a 10 box, 75 through 6 as he hits to the seat. And Scally is drop out a single, so still continuing his struggles, unfortunately, just 49 through 6. And up comes Josh working on a spare. And Mike Nardone, who's just 41 through his first 4. Hopefully we're lagging small time now. We'll see how it goes. Trying to keep an eye on that signal bar. Nardone's going to pop through the nose. He's going to end up with a 2-1 split to the right. He's got the 3, the 6, and 7. Josh's ball is going to stay a little tight of the head pin. He's going to pop through for a 6 fill on his spare, leaving the 1, the 3, the 7, the 9. Mike just a little to the left of the pair. Send it. Josh gives it a ride, but unfortunately that pin just came off the wall and didn't take out the 7 for him. I think Nardone just double airballed on that one there with a 7 box, so a sub half for him at 48. Josh waiting for the wood to stop rolling so we can shoot the 7 pin. Wood shooter, but doesn't go for him. So it's going to be a 9, 72 half though. Nothing wrong with that. Academy 1 holding on to an 11-pin lead here, almost at the halfway point of the match. We're basically 2 boxes short of it. Yeah. I do that once in a while. Usually when I'm bowling, though, not on the headset. Oh, we got a lemon drop here. $1 for Mike Nadon for Cancer. As he punches out the 6-pin. Josh is going to miss the head pin off to the right.
Come on, Mike, don't get nervous because Eddie's
Takes
here.
out the arrow, leaves the Kaleri left. Mike's second ball gets everything but the warhorse down the right side. Josh is trying the outside. He gets things skipping around, but doesn't manage to catch the back row. The 7 and the 9 are still standing. Nardone runs down 3 of the 4 horse. He'll take a 9, 57 through 6. Josh has quite the display of wood here. He likes to have the pins rolling around, it seems. Not a bad setup. Maybe catch that left one up high. That's exactly what he did. Gets the 10, 82 through 6 for Josh. So here we are, 1 box short of the midway mark. 12-pin edge for Academy, also with an extra ball in hand. Actually, there's 2 extra balls in hand, as I've wiped it out already, but Corey Alisi is working on a spare. No data. No data, don't do that to me. Poulin's going to hit the head pin. Well, both bowlers are going to hit the head pin and regret it. Poulin gets left with a 5-10 split. Corey gets left with the 7, the 8, and the 9. Poulin tries to run it from the outside. Just didn't get there. No data. All right, now it says excellent connection. You figure this stuff out. Corey, unfortunately, unable to connect with anything.
Nice out kick. Come on.
Takes down the 9 for 62.5. Corey's second ball, unfortunately, is just going to kind of carry him around there and not come home with anything. So that's an 8 box, a 61.5. And at the midway point of the first string, there is an 18-point edge for Academy 1. There's also 1 extra fill ball sitting on the score sheet there. So let's say 20 as Poulin takes out the half Worcester left in his second box. And Corey's going to punch through. Get his second split in a row, leaving the check mark on the right. He's got a brace beside the 5 to kick it over towards the 7-pin. Poulin's second ball punches right through the 1 and the 5, takes out the 9 with it, so 3-2 split to clean up. Corey puts it right outside the check mark, just where you want to do it, cleans it up for the spare. He's going to sit down at 71 plus a ball. Continue for Academy 1, building this little bit of lead. And Poulin's going to take 7 out of that, so just a 69 through 6. As the 4th bowlers come up.
You actually got the 69. So. Calling your wife later.
A lot of bodies here today. I'm trying to stand up in the middle of everybody swarming around. Makes it fun. Oh, LaPierre gets them all rolling and leaves a lumberyard in front of the 10-pin. Walsh on the fill is going to get a leaner to go. So both bowlers, 9 drops, everything but the 10-pin. Scott LaPierre has basically 4 pins engaged in front of it. I can't imagine this 10-pin is also going to take it home. So we'll clip both of those. Make sure I'm in the right spot. So both bowlers here will be above par at the half. LaPierre at 49 plus his fill. Walsh at 73 plus his fill. 393, 293. Oh, looks like I'm off a pin on somebody somewhere. Won't be the first time. My scores won't matter. Their scores will. I'll check them at the end.
All of you!
LaPierre is going to punch right through the nose. 3-2 split to the left. Walsh is going to chop out on the right side. Take out the 4 pins. 1-5, everything to the left. 49. 82. 71. 81. For Walsh, which is right. I have Fuller at 49, not 48. Neither bowler able to convert the spare. I'm trying to do a quick check on the scoreboard to see where I'm off from them. 62. Wait for these guys to finish. Oh, a heck of a bouncing ball back for LaPierre. Should have him at 63 on the scoreboard. They say 64. So I've shorted him out of a pin somewhere. Walsh gets a 9. I'm going to move over to Crawford and Fuller and see if I can't figure out where LaPierre got shorted. 9, 18, 30, 38. So I'm going to turn that to an 8 box. as we got Crawford coming up. Crawford is supposedly sitting at 64. He's at 44. I got that right. And then 48 for Fuller. So they said it's a 9 box instead of a 10. I thought he got the stick, so he must have channeled his way out of there. 44 and 48. The pins are, well, I don't know. I think I'm in. I see this flake out every now and then. I haven't heard anybody saying anything in chat. Petey is going to hit the head pin and regret it. It's a good fill, but leaves the 5, 7, 10. Got some interesting wood set up to make something out of this. Fuller's going to miss the head pin and be better off. He's got the 1, the 9, and the 10. He's got some great wood lined up for there. Petey trying to play the outside, absolutely obliterates it. Fuller a little thin on the outside, sends it flying, but doesn't connect to the back row, so just takes out the head pin. He's got the 9 and the 10 to shoot for the 10. He's going to punch through for the 9, so both bowlers, decent halves. Petey's sitting at 61 plus a ball, Fuller at 65, which I feel like that should have been a 9, not a 10 for Fuller. We'll see if they fix that. Oh, did the second one come back and get it? I won't say shit. I won't say shit. Just check my sanity. I might have missed it talking to you. PDP's going to work his way through the splits here tonight. Looking at the 3, the 4, and the 10. Brian's going to miss outside to the right, leaves the 1, 2, 4. Petey looking to come up and sweep it. Sure does. It's a game of spares, folks. 78 plus the ball for Crawford at the half. Brian's going to clean up his pair of spares to sit. Going to switch the bowlers around to the other side. Move my score sheet all the way over. I'm going to find a way to make that a little easier for me. It's so wide. Alrighty, Ed Woodside coming up, along with Justin Scally. Boxes 7 and 8 to be thrown. Academy 3 sitting on a single mark, and Academy 1 sitting on a pair of marks. So that 21 pin lead is probably more like 27, 28. But Scally firing away, looking for a mark. Got a lot of work to do there as he just plucks out the 10 pin. Eddie gets the thin mix on the head pin, leaves the baby split on the left-hand side. Looking at 3, 5, 10. Those are fun ones. Absolutely. Woodside's going to convert his little baby split there for a spare. Let's get a clip of that before I go too far. Scally does the best with a mess there. He's still struggling, just 58 through 7. Woodside sitting at 85 plus. Scally's got 3 boxes to right the ship here, needing 42 for 42 for 100. The ball's going to come around a little. He's off target, but no worse for the wear. Looking at the 147, he's got a pin coming up. No, he's going to run away. Woodside's going to get 6 on the spare as he's off the target. 1, 4, 7, 9. The 4 is wiggling, but looks like it's going to hold up. Scally's pin's getting out of there, but he's still good. Well, it's still somewhat engaged. But inside the head pin, that should go. Let's see if we can shoot this right. Come on. There it is. Finally gets his first mark of the string. Woodside is going to be outside. Takes out the 9 pin. Still needs the 147. Cleaning it up for a 10. Looks like that's going to be a little tight. It'll be a 9 box, so an even 100 for Fast Eddie through 8. As we move on to Nardone and Rio. Nardone also struggling, just 57 through 6. Josh has been pretty solid in the first half. Followed up with a 10 to start the second, so just 82 through 6. So just 82 through 6, like it's not good. They're showing Woodside up there as a 10. That should be a 9. They're fixing it. No, I can't hear that mic now. Josh is going to pick up a split there, the 2-1, the solid 2-1, the 3, the 4, the 6. And Nardone is going to leave the check mark left. Sorry, Petey was just asking me if I could hear them on the microphone. I can hear myself. Josh gives it a ride, but a little too high. He's going to take down the pair. Mike slipped a little there on his release, just off to the left, so he's going to have to clean up the 3 and the 5. Rio looking for the single. He's on it tonight. 92 for 7. And Nardon's going to clean this up for a 10 as well, just 67. So kind of a role reversal here between the Scally and Woodside pair where, you know, Josh is probably the same distance, 20-something pins ahead of Nardon here. I noticed that their scoring system, you know, doesn't necessarily get pins right, so there's a lot of corrections on the board. It's making me nervous because I want to make sure I'm scoring it right for you guys at home. Josh is missing the mark, and so is Nardon, but look at the pins just continue to go. So all said and done, Rio's looking at cleaning up the 1 and the 7. Nardon's got the 1, 2, 7, but Nardon's wood is lined up great for this. Josh just has to kind of keep this one on the left side of the head pin to catch that wood. Oh, and unfortunately, it's just too tight to catch the head pin. Let's see if Mike can convert his. Wow, it wanted to fight him. It wanted to fight him. It did go down. He gets the mark. Rio's going to pick up the 10. So 102 through 8 for Rio. Poulin and Alisi stepping to the plate. These guys are pretty much neck and neck, just 2 pins apart, though Alisi is sitting on a spare. As you can see, the lead right now is down to 15. But again, keep in mind, there is an extra bonus ball right now for Academy 1. Team Blue. Team Teal? And Corey is going to eagle his way through it for just a 4-fill. A good ball from Poulin. He's got a leaning 10, and it goes. All right. So everything but the kingpin. Heck of a good first ball. I think I heard Corey with a little bit of a skip lob there. Bunny holds his way through. Oh no, Poulin just nerves tight, whatever you call it. Just pulled that one and didn't get the 5 pin. Corey's just going to pick up 2 on the right wing for a 6 box. So unfortunately turns that spare into a 10 effectively. And Poulin is going to continue to play with the wood out there, just get a 9 box as he nips that stick around the 5. $385 to $411. Sorry, $395 to $411 up on their board. $395 to $411 on mine. That's a good sign. Well, Corey drops that one in the ocean, chopping out just the 6 and the 10. And Poulin's going to hit Drew. Steals.
I like this one better. I like it better.
Knocking out the 3, 5, 7, 9. Corey's second ball much better on the head pin. It's working, but just not enough energy to get to the 7 and the 9.
Yeah!
Poulin, a great second ball, hits it right in the pocket. The pin comes off the wall, takes the 7, takes the 10, but just not enough to get to that 6 pin. So both bowlers will be open here, but very close scores, just a couple of pins apart. Could be as few as 2. Well, Corey's going to make it bid for 3 here. Even an 8 box. Poulin's going to clean his up. A single pin separating those 2 bowlers as we move to the 4th bowlers, LaPierre and Walsh. Stealing a drink here as we continue our way through the first string. Coming down to the nitty-gritty here. Just 10 boxes left for each team. Sorry, 12 boxes left for each team. And Jeff is going to go right through the nugget. Gets the spread eagle plus the 10 pin falls. LaPierre is going to miss the mark. But again, no worse for the wear as he's looking at the 1, the 2, and the 7. He's got a great piece of wood behind the 1 and the 2 to help drive this into the 7 pin, though I'm worried about that other piece of wood outside the 2 pin. I think it might just keep that energy inside. Ooh, he ended up catching that wood on the nose. Ooh. Oh, are you kidding me? After the bunny hole. Wow, that was a beautiful conversion for the 10. LaPierre picks up his, just drilling that pin into the pit.
One coming in, one coming in.
Watching Mike Nardon sit down there, you really do have to do a lot of work to keep these scoreboards honest. It's frustrating. All right, let's see. My signal's still, no, it's not good, but it's there. Walsh is going to be on the head pin. He's going to regret it. Leaving the triangle 4, but then the 10 post all the way over the other side. LaPierre is going to miss the mark. He's going to take out a 3-1, so he's got the bunch in the middle plus the 4 pin. Oh, Walsh is going to just, oh, I take it back. I thought he was just going to punch out the 4-pin, but something came back from the pit. Took out the 8. Hey, at least you're getting back on pace. You and Scally are having a tough old time out there. LaPierre, no love as he punches through the middle of his. So now he's got quite the ugly mess with the 4-8-9. Jeff just blasts the wood in the middle, do the spray and pray and see how it goes. Takes the 9 box, and Scotty's going to match him. So 81 for LaPierre, 105 for Walsh. And this brings up the anchors, sitting at both of them sitting on spares, 78 to 74. A slight edge for Petey. Fuller will fire away first here. And Fuller is going to chop his way through the 3 just for a 4-fill. Petey's been hot. He's also going to chop his way through the 3, but a much better drop there, leaving the 1, the 2, and the 10. It is a 7-fill. Brian's second ball a little hard on the nose, so he's going to clean up the 4-8, 6-10. Oh, Petey leaves that one outside. So spare opportunity gone. Brian does a good job at just tripping the 2, so 86 with 3 to go.
That's it. Wasn't there, baby. Wasn't there.
And Petey's going to settle for the 9 box. He drills out the 1 and the 2. So with just 11 boxes left in the string, it is a 10-pin difference. Both teams have 1 mark that they're working to fill. Let's see what happens here. Fuller, absolutely. Mixes the pocket, takes the strike. Big ball at a big time. Petey, not to be denied. So strikes for both of the anchors here in the 8th. I guess Walsh is denying Pete's request for a strike. We'll move over here for Woodside and Scally. We'll switch the scoreboards to the other side. So Team Red is now bowling on lean 6. Because I'm no good at remember who's Academy 3. I should probably just read the back of the shirts. Team Red is Academy 3. And Team Teal, which is blue on my score sheets, is Team 1. Eddie not working on a mark. He's going to chop out the 4-8. Scally is, and he's been having an interesting match. He's back on, he's on the headpin, which is good because he's been having some struggles finding it. Leaves the check mark on the left, but I don't really like that plank out front, so, ooh, Eddie's through the heart of that now. Basically like the spread eagle without the 4-pin. If I was Scally, I would probably just ignore this wood, go right to the 2-4 pocket and see if it takes it. Well, he's taking his chances. It just takes too much energy away from the ball. Unfortunately, he took out the triangle, left the post, so it'll be what it is. Eddie chips out a pair, so just a 7 box. 107 with 1 to go for Woodside. Scally is going to pick up the 10, so 84. He's got a chance at salvaging 100 here with another mark. Jeff Walsh telling a story over here. Woodside firing away in the 10th. Oh, big pocket clobber, but no tap on the 4. Let's see where that pin lands. Scally a little thin, and I don't necessarily hate where that's at. He's got parallel pins on the right-hand side, the 7-pin over to the left. He's got some interesting wood to work. If you take the left-hand side of that stick that's on the right, he might be able to get the fly off of that, have that take up the triangle, go to the 5, come in front, and find a way to get to 7. So at least you know for sure where you want to target. As we get to look at Corey Elise's better sides, sliding down there to clear out the wood for Woodside. Woodside looking at a naked 4-pin for a spare here. Usually I have a nice privacy screen when something like that's happening, but that would have been a good excuse to use the display that I have. Woodside just looking at that single pin, taking his time, and taking it down. Move the wood out of the way. So throws the bill. Let's see where Scally gets it. He's right where I want it to be, and absolutely. It played exactly the way that I thought it would play. I feel good about that when you talk about something and then somebody goes and does it just the way it should be. JB, how you doing, buddy? Should come hang out. Get on the mic. Have a good old time with us here. All right, Eddie Woodside looking for a fill. Both bowlers looking to pad a couple pins on here at the end of the string. Woodside's going to be on the pocket. Everything. He's going to find his way. There it is. Turns it into a 20 bucks. Scally, unfortunately, is still going to come up just shy. That four-fill is going to leave him miserable at just a 98, but certainly better than where he was starting, looking out just a couple of boxes ago. Pair of spares, 10 points, but not enough to get him back on the, not back to the 3-digit line. Alrighty, Nardone working on a spare. The lead is 13. Everything else, all said and done, is kind of even at this point in time as far as full balls go. So what you see is what's there. Mikey is going to do his typical thin ball. He's looking at the 8, the 9, and the 10 with some strange sticks out front. Josh's ball comes in from the outside, but doesn't seem to have a lot of drive power on it, basically taking out the lambda, the 1, 2, 4, and 8. So he's got the Starlight 5 on the right. Oh, Nardone tripping the leg. Oh, man, I hope she's all right, buddy. Sorry to hear that. Josh is going to get all the way over to the 10 pin, just chip out a single one. And a much better second ball just takes out the front side of the diamond, so it'll be an 8, 110, and the lead is down to 4. So depending on Nardone's fill here, it could be a completely different game. Unlike a lot of scoring, actually the scoring system here, 494, 498, yep, good. They give you the 10 pins as soon as the mark is thrown. Mikey's going to miss the mark, but he's going to get away with it. He's leaving the 1, the 4, and the 7. That's a 7 pin, and that gives, for the moment, Academy 3 the lead. Josh is going to miss out to the right, leave the full horse down the left-hand side as Nardone's firing away. Oh, wow. I've seen a lot of stuff come back out of the pits here. I don't know that he hit anything on the, oh, there was a piece of horse. Josh will clean his up. And Mikey will sit down with a 9 buck. I want to see if they score that as an 8, just in case. I wasn't paying crystal clear attention to know. See, it gave him a 10 on the scoreboard. They fixed it to a 9. Josh sitting at 120 plus this ball. I probably forgot to do the clip of the spare for him, only because I was too busy trying to figure out if Mikey would touch something before he went off to the pit. And Josh is going to slice out 7, so that's going to even things back out. It is down to 5 pins outside of the strikes that they're working on and the anchors. It's just 5 pins apart in the match. Rio finishing with a 127, so ironically enough, Ed Woodside 127, Josh Rio 127. A couple of good strings out there. Couple of not as good strings, but hey, that's the way the ball bounces. Poulin stepping up for his final pair along with Corey. Neither bowler working on a mark, literally separated by just 1 pin. 88 for Poulin, 89 for Corey. Mike Nardone doing some public service there on lane 7. Poulin firing away. Slice it just ends up with a 3-1 split to the right. Corey, yikes. Hit real thin. It's definitely lined up. Poulin looking at the 3, 6, 10, and the 7. If you can get between those 2 sticks, this might be interesting. He's outside, takes out the 6, 10. Corey's got that 2-pin kind of juiced. He's going right at it, and it goes down. It's always tough to tell when you have a pin braced like that, if it's going to, travel right or if it's going to block you somehow. Poulin will settle for the 9 box, but obviously that mark late in the string is huge.
Come on, baby, get one here now. Everyone goes here, baby. Come on, drop a bomb here.
The lead is at 6 plus Corey's fill. Fighting for Wi-Fi here, fighting for Wi-Fi. Hopefully it holds him. And Poulin is going to get over to the left-hand side, take out the left wing of the 10 pin. Corey's fill ball is right on the pocket, but unable to take out the back right triangle. It's a 7, 106, stretches the lead to 13. Poulin needing to blow up the heart of this one here. Just going to miss his mark, leaving the 1 and the 8. Could stick between him for a 10 box. Corey looking at the triangle. Oh, big time. Takes it down. Clutch pair of spares in his last set. 116 plus a ball. Poulin will take the 9. That'll be a 106 for his first string. Waiting on Corey's fill.
8, 9, or 10, 8, 9, or 10. Let's go.
always fun watching the energy in these late marks. Couple of skips, a good mix, and it's just not going to have the energy to come forward and catch that too, but it's a 9 for $1.25. Corey Lucy finishing with 36 in his last 2 boxes, stretching the lead for Academy 1 right now up to 23. That's better than holding serve, that's for sure. All right, LaPierre sitting at 81 through 8. Looking to finish strong. He's going to chop through the 3-hole. Just 3 on that first ball. Jeff splashes the head pin heavy. Is that going to have an energy to take out the post? No. Oh, he's looking at the 7-10. We'll see how the wood lines up. Wood seems to be going really far left, but that doesn't mean, well, go further left, I think. Yeah, stay over there. You want to have it where it's going to give you enough energy to kick into the 7 pin while still driving that wood over. So it's there. Question is, can he get it? Will it play? Yeah! Always fun seeing that go down. Watch spare as they continue to build up late here. Pullen looking to clean out as much as he can. Is it gonna? Yeah, that's going to take out the 10. Pretty 10 bucks, 91 with just 1 to go, but you bring in 10s to a spare game, you end up upside down on that one. Lead is 23 plus this fill ball. Well, not this fill ball, but just fill. LaPierre on the, oh, just short of the pocket. Well, not over yet. Oh. Settles leaving the 1/7, some good wood on the plate. Jeff is just going to get 2, so the lead is 25. Mind you, there's just 3 boxes left here, so 25 is a big number. LaPierre's got that great wood outside the 1. It's going to be teasing, but you've got to hit it hard, because if you hit it too light, it's just going to push you into the gutter. Looking to clean this up. Oh, it's got to push. There it is. Snag that one quick before I lose my 10 seconds. Spare in the 10th for LaPierre. Jeff spins him around, a little backwards from the normal way. Just got 4 in the heart to take down here. They're going to just get the head pin out of there. So just a 7 box, a frustrating end of that with a 124. So the lead is 22 minus, no, we won't call that the, oh, that's right. All right. So LaPierre's fill will let Petey know what he's got to do here in the end. It's a tall order. Tall order, probably somewhere in the area of 15.
That's the ball we were looking for.
Oh, even better. That's a 9 drop. Everything but the 7. So we are back down to just 13.
Plenty of room out there.
Let's bring up the anchors here. Doubles are huge at this point in time. Woodside sharing for 1 right there. Hey, Zotmeister, I agree. That was a beautiful 710, although that was a while ago, and I apologize. We're fighting our best through the Wi-Fi here at Academy in the left room. I'm actually stealing it from the restaurant nearby. Petey looking for 2. He's on the head pin, but he leaves the offset check mark there. So check mark starting at the 2 pin. It'll be a 6 on his first ball. And Brian's going to miss the head pin. He's got the 4 horse down the right-hand side with the 9 pin sleeping behind it. Petey looking for this. Just a little off his mark. It'll be an 8 fill on his strike. Brian inside the head pin's going to dance him around, so they get 1 more point. The lead will be back to 14. It's going to be really hard. Oh, wow. Petey's going to punch out. And Brian's going to miss. So we're going to hang in here at 14 pins going into the final box. It's going to be hard to see this overturned, but the opportunity is there. What's going on, Spencer? Good, how are you? Petey firing away in the 10th. I need to stretch this around with a giant dome, and that's, that's going to be hard. You know, obviously you want a double strike there, and Brian's just closed right there with 6 pins. So never mind. Petey can run this down. He can turn it into a 20 bucks, and it won't be enough. I guess he won't turn it into 20 bucks because the wood decides it's not going to happen. Brian's going to his, but you know, at this point in time, well, I won't say that they don't matter. Every pin always matters. You got to be thinking about total pinfall at all times. Let's see if you can pick up the 4 pin here. Be a nice 131 versus a 122 for Brian Fuller. So after the first string, we'll bring these up here. there you have it. 584, 596. Academy 1 takes the first string by 12. Let's see if I can sneak these in here before they get up there for their the next set. But it's tough with Ed Woodside, man. He moves real fast. He's already up there stretching his legs. Try to get the stats up there real quick for these guys. I think Scally's doing me a favor and kind of taking his time getting up there so I can show the scores real quickly for everybody. And again, what you're going to see is the number of strikes, number of spares, how many 10s they've thrown, how many head pins they've hit of the first ball, how many splits, and how many pins they left standing on the plate. All string long. All string long.
All right, Eddie, here we go.
And we should be good. The display at the bottom should now be scoring for string 2. So now you're going to see the total pinfall and the match pinfall at the bottom of the screen, the upper row. And that'll continue to adjust as it goes, but then you get the actual string score as bowlers continue to start out in string 2 here. Scally on the right-hand side. Starts out on the head pin, gets punished with parallel pins. I don't like the wood. Woodside's going to be a little on the thin side. Leaves the 3, 6, 7, 10, and then the 7 pin all the way over on the other end. Scally's parallel pins would kind of go for the rightmost wood.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he hit the high one, and I had the feeling the high one was going to have an energy just drive right through it. Eddie blew up the cluster, but again, tough getting something to jump over to the 7 pin. So both bowlers looking to clean up the 7 pin for a 10 box. Scally's going to try to, I don't know if he was trying to use the wood or if that one just, oh, look at this. Is it going to take it? It's going to nudge it. And Eddie's going to miss his, so a pair of 9s. Oh, I can tell, yeah. But I've got the recording either way. So, yay. And this is just a really compact version of our normal control panel. I know, I figured I had a chance to think about it. I'm like, I'll make it match their colors. Scally's going to split his way, looking at a 2-4-10 split without any wood. Eddie Woodside looking at the 3 and the 6. Oh, he popped it and he got it. I tell you, that is definitely the way to shoot that shot. Or at least that's the way that I would shoot that shot. Doesn't mean that's the way to shoot that shot. I do apologize for the Wi-Fi being crappy here. Like I said, it is something that Academy is working to make better. And hopefully in the near future, that'll certainly be a lesser issue for us. But we'll continue to do what we can for it here. Let's bring up Rio and Nardone for their first pair of the string. So everything looks like it's statistically flowing the way it should. The stats are going the way that they should. That's really what I'm focusing on for Worlds. Rio is going to bully it right through the center. He ends up with the left wing and the 6 pin as Nardone backs into the head pin. Gets everything but the triangle 3. Rio's going to go right through the bunny hole. PJ, how you doing, buddy? You get to see my rig over here at Academy. Oh, Rio gives it a hell of a ride at the end. Almost gets it to carry over there to take out the 6, but he doesn't. Just a 9 box for Rio, but Nardone cleans his up for a 10. Slow start here in the second. As you can see, Scally is sitting on a spare, so that 1 pin lead for Academy 3 will disintegrate on that fill. Well, in theory, disintegrate on that fill, right? Rio a little thin, and that ball kind of hits the sidewall, leaves him with Starlight 5. Oh, what is that? Is that a Nardone strike? Those don't happen. Boom. Starlight 5 on the left for Rio. And he pops it. Unfortunately, the wood can't come all the way across from the right-hand wall to clean up the last 2. Just the 4 and the 7 to clean up for the...
Kill Tony. Rio is the West Hollywood Bear.
That'll be the 10 bucks. 19 for Rio in his first pair. And we're going to bring up Poolin and Elise. Oh, I like it when the scoreboards do what they're supposed to do. So now both teams sitting on a mark apiece. Obviously, Nardone with a strike. Makes that a little better than Scally's spare. So let's give an extra point or 2. I'd say the lead's probably somewhere around 3 or 4 pins. Alisi's going to start out light on the head pin, and 2 bunches in a row with a Starlight left and Starlight 5 on lane 6. Poulin's going to hit the head pin and leave himself the parallel pins on the right-hand side. Curry's going to chip out the back pair. I like that front wood on Poulin. I don't know if it's going to be slowed down by the other pin behind it, but I aimed to the left side of the stripe. Yep. And just not enough love out of that mix to pick up the 5 pin. But that's pretty much, I think, really the place where you wanted to put that. Corey will pick out the bookends there on the wing. Poulin's going to drive his into the next lane. 10 bucks for Poulin, 9 for Alisi. The lead is now 2, maybe at a couple, so say 4 or 5 because of the strike versus the spare. Alisi's second box is a hell of a lot better as he gets a nice mixing strike. Poulin also riding heavy on the pocket, just not able to get that 4 pin to drop. But he does convert the spare on the single pin, so we're completely even on marks now. Probably just double clip that that spare. We got Walsh and maybe I did. Oh yes. Walsh pops through the 3 pocket. Looking at the 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. A bunch of wood in the middle, which is always the way if you're going to get that to happen to you. No worse to wear. LaPierre with a great pocket ball. He's still got 2 pieces of wood moving. He might have enough energy to push the 7. Absolutely. Walsh blew it up, and everything in the middle made it happen. So right out with a spare. It'll be on their YouTube afterwards, like full quality. Yeah. Alrighty, LaPierre picks it up. So a pair of spares for these guys right out of the gates. Keeping this match close early. What are we fixing here? What are we fixing? 67 to 69. Hey, I got my score right. Oh, I think he was just wiping out the box because there was a piece of wood that came up the gutter. Oh, he's going to get across the head pin, but good mixing. Nothing but the 1 and the 8 left. This time LaPierre is going to get into the 2 hole, and he's basically got the same leave that Walsh had, just far less wood. He's got the 1, 3, 7, 9, 10. Walsh is going to miss the head pin. I regret not getting that. LaPierre, absolutely. They're such a great shot, and it looks so pretty when they go for a spare. Pins just flying everywhere. Walsh is going to get an invitation to the missing head pins for that one there as he leaves it standing from the 9 box, 27 through 2. And we'll bring up Petey Brian. Brian's dad's happy that we got the stream going for him. I promise you we'll have a uninterrupted, Wi-Fi hassle-free version of this on the CandlepinCorner YouTube, probably by tomorrow for you to watch and enjoy. Maybe tonight if I get home and I'm feeling a little masochistic. Alrighty, Brian firing away the 2nd string. Well, there you go. Good pocket hit. No love, no tap on the 4. Petey. We were talking about these kind of leaves earlier. That, my friends, is, Brian just kind of nicks it down, takes the spare. But yeah, Petey took out the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, and the 6. I've actually, I'm a lefty. I've taken out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before. It leaves you the same ugly mess. Shoot the triangle. Oh. You kind of hope you can catch the outside of the triangle to have that 4 pin hit the front of the 8 and work its way across the lane, but that one went just a little wide into the 7. Might as well play the wood now. Ooh. Well, I mean, it's not the wrong thought, just unfortunately a tough result there as he opens up with a 7 box. Alrighty, let's see if Brian can get a good fill here. I just tell you, it is completely about the bowling ball, the energy, and the vectors, and then you just shake your head over stuff like that. Brian gets a split in the 6, leaving the 5, the 7, the 8, and the 9. Petey kind of splashes the head pin, gets things falling, and leaning in the right direction, but unable to pick up the 4 and the 7. But it's definitely primed to go here. Yeah, no doubt. So, picks up the spare. Brian tries to clean up what's left here with the 5, 7, 8. I don't like that wood. Yeah. Yep, the wood played complete roadblock for him. So we'll move along. We'll switch the bowlers to the other side, and then I get to spin all the way back down to wood side and Scally as they come up here for their second pair. Both bowlers at 19 after 2. Ah, come on. You've left uglier. You've taken uglier home, and you've left worse. All right, Eddie's going to be off the head pin. He's got the 4-horse down the left-hand side, some great wood mixed in the middle, an 8-pin sleeping behind it. And Scally continues to struggle with his first ball there as he fills the spare with just 3, taking out the 6-pin. Absolutely, that wood did look like it was primed to go, and Eddie took it right down for the spare. Scally's going to be a little outside, chip that 3-pin into the mix, and clean out everything but the 1 and the 2. Oh, ouch. Ouch. You know, you throw that ball right on target, you think what could go wrong? Well, you find a way to just chip that 1 pin out of there. Scally sits down with a 9 box. Somebody give him that pin up there. Messing with my mind when I look up and the scores aren't right. Woodside firing away in box 4. Once again, off the head pin. It's got things moving around a bit. But in the end, he's got the 1, the 7, 9, 10. I don't like the way that those 2 sticks are lined up for him. Scally finds a way through the 3-pin.
Go get on that front one.
He's looking at the 1, the 6, and the 10. He's got some good wood in the middle. Eddie hits the head pin a little thin, and that's all that goes from. But these 2 pieces of wood are at least going to give him something fun to play with here at the end. Scally's going to be off to the left. See the frustration in the hands. Still has to clean up the 1 and the 10. See, that's why you play with that wood. Oh, come on. Thank you. I was going to say, was that not going to go? Looked like it's stuck against the insert in the gutter and then finally fell forward. Justin's going to pick out a single pin, so a little rough set for him there as he settles for 40 through 4. Ed Woodside at 45 through 4, and we're going to move over to Mike Nardone and Josh Rio. Nardone sitting on a strike.
I'm going to sit on your lap in a second. Ask you what
My bones are old and fragile now.
tell you what I want for Christmas.
All righty.
Double! Come on!
Nardone on the nose. He's going to get everything except for the left-hand wing. So he's got the 2, the 4, and the 7. And Josh is going to half Worcester out the right side. So let's see if Mikey can pick this up for a 20 bucks. Wow, all that noise that was just here just went away.
Nice, baby.
And he does. There we go. Spare on strike.
Now we're going, baby. Now we're going.
All right.
And I can't tell you how many times I've done what Josh has just done, which is you think that you're throwing a good ball, you're on target trying to recover, and you just punch out the 1 and the 8 or the 1 and the 9 after a half Worcester. And oh no, you should get the 5. So that's going to be a rough 5 box in the middle of everything there. So just 24 through 3 for Josh. I don't know how it's saying that he got 6 out of that. Hey, Corey. Yeah.
Get there again. That's another hammer.
Mikey with a good mix on the outside.
I was like, 5.
No love on the 6-pin, but great sticks there to line it up for him.
I'm not bowling the 6.
Josh recovering after that miserable box is going to be a little shy of the head pin. You can see it wiggling, but it won't go down. He's got the 4-horse down the right-hand side. Depending on where that wood decides to stop, it might be a big friend. Mikey, no doubt, picks up his 2nd spare in a row. A great set for him, 2 spares, 9 fill.
Oh, stop!
Oh, wow. Josh put it pretty much in there. The wood came around behind and stopped the action coming forward to take out the 6. So a little bit of a tough break there. Cleans it up for the 10. And that'll be a 6 fill. Everything wiggling. He took out the 1, the 2, and the 9. He took out the 1, the 2, and the 9. But the 10-pin refused to go. It was wiggling, not dropping. Pull and plucks out the single pin there for an 8. And Corey's going to let his get by for a 37. And that get by, in case you're still listening, is just for you, Jimmy.
Let's take all this Vegas money.
Alrighty, so sitting at a 19-pin difference. If I'm looking up at the scoreboard, the advantage is definitely towards Academy 3 with 3 marks to fill. Poulin is going to be off the target, leaving the 1, the 6, the 7, and the 10. Corey's going to be on the target, and ooh, a nice little sweep of the leg there on the 3 and the 10. Everything but the 7 pin.
There you go.
Good. I know. I got like the worst sweet tooth, but you know what I bought? Like I went down. We had a bunch of us go down to the lake for the weekend. As Corey picks up the spare, I bought like 3 boxes of Nutty Buddies. Like the chocolate wafer thing. Like that was done like one level better crack.
Use Fuller's balls.
It'll be a 9 for Poulin.
Use my balls.
So,
Yeah.
First time he said that, it won't be the last.
yeah. No, the Nutty Buddies, the chocolate. Same thing. They're just bigger because I'm fatter. Why? There you go. All righty. So we got Walsh and LaPierre stepping up here. LaPierre is going to be on the head pin, working on the 3. He's got a wiggling 5 pin. It's not going to go. He's left with the triangle 2.
Take it out.
Walsh is going to
Oh.
making that basically a 6, 6, 7, 10 split as he pushes that pin all the way. No, he's just hanging out. He's too busy eating his peanut butter. Oh. LaPierre gives it a wrap around, but just doesn't find its way there. Oh. Walsh just unfortunately can't get that 10 pin to go. It's all fun here. I think LaPierre took down that 10 when I wasn't looking. And Walsh is going to leave his standing, so. I know. Alrighty, so 42 through 3 for LaPierre, 36 through 3 for Walsh. The lead has grown to 26, and again, there's 1 extra spare ball for Academy 3, so let's just call this 32. LaPierre is going to come across the head pin, and the 3 pin's finally going to drop in. Oh, Walsh buries the pocket a little high, and ends up with, look at this wonderful display, the 6, 7, 8. Those 2 sticks out front are probably, I mean, his ball really has a good movement from right to left. So, I mean, I'd probably try to catch the cap of the left of the 2. And LaPierre hits this right, but the wood just took all the energy out of that ball. Walsh just off the mark, I think, for what he was looking for. Picks out the 7 and the 8, but nothing to connect to the 6. LaPierre gets the 10. As does Walsh, so there they go, and we're over to Crawford and Fuller. Don't mind me. 26 plus Petey's fill here. And he's going to catch the head pin, but it's going to be a bit light, so he leaves the Starlight 5 over on the left-hand side. Great ball by Fuller. It's one of those nice, you know, it's like when you put the meat in the deli slicer. Just slices through the rack. Petey gets the kick off the wall to clean up the 5 bunch there. And Fuller is going to take down his as well, so a pair of spares for these guys. But again, the match lead has stretched to 30, the string lead is stretched to 31 in the other direction. At this point in time, both teams have an even number of fill balls out there, so it is sitting at 31 as seen. Petey, again, just a little lighter on the head pin. That great break. Everything mixes around. He's left with a 2 and the 4. And
right there.
that's pretty much his, Fuller crushes the pocket, but can't get the tap on the 4. Petey just has to hit that 2 pin. It's automatic. Absolutely. Good set. Pair of spares, big fill. That's what you hope for when you're up there. Fuller shooting at just the 4 pin. He's got a distracting piece of wood. He's kind of waiting for it to slow down. That gets annoying. Like, he's waiting on the pin. It's far away. Right on. There we go. Another spare. So great set for both anchors. Sitting at 28 and 29 between them. Let's move Ed Woodside's scoreboard over to where Ed Woodside's bowling. Bring it over to the left. Well, there's a lot of noise anyways. That's kind of how it goes. I am, me, myself, and I, we have a good conversation going on. Scally's going to work his way out of a split there as he found the head pin and looked like it was going to be trouble. Cleaned up, and now he's just got the left wing. Ironically enough, those are the only pins that Ed Woodside took down. Between the two of them, there's a perfect strike. Oh, Scally's going to catch it and just unfortunately wrap it off the wall and not get it. Eddie is going to, oh, is he going to trip it backwards? There's no shame in Candlepin. That, my friends, is still a spare like any other, and Scally's going to miss his 49 at the half. Woodside sitting at 55 plus the ball. The lead is going to continue to stretch just a little here.
I just thought we were in Academy.
No, you're not.
No shame in Candlepin.
You're in Academy 1.
What?
The highest placed academy.
Is that like the multiverse kind of thing? Yeah.
Scally firing away in box 6 after just a tricky 49 half. Probably the best ball he's thrown all night. Good hard pocket hit. Everything but the 10 pin. Eddie is going to be a little off his mark. He's going to double the 8, but I don't think it's going to drop. So he's got a 5 fill there looking at the 1, 3, 7, 8, 10. Oh, man, Scally continues to struggle. Unable to convert that single pin.
Wait for it.
Eddie shaves the single out of there. No break. Scally cleaned up for a 10. Of course, all the pressure's off. 59 through 6. Eddie's going to take out 3 of the 4 and a great cleanup ball, 69 through 6. Look up at the board real quick. They're showing 238, 274. I see 238, 373. Where am I off? Woodside 69, 59, 43, 52, 50. So that should be 273, right? Okay, they fixed it. Okay, cool. His name is Rio, and he leaves a split. 5, 6, 10. Nardone outside. That is not counting as a head pin hit. Gets a 6 fill. After starting out with a 3-2, comes back, takes out the head pin. He's looking at the 2, the 5, the 8, the 9. I don't think you'll ever normally see this you won't really see this too often. He's got 2 great pieces of wood on either side of the 2 pins, so you just kind of want to hit them up high and hopefully you can just drive back in it. Rio's got to ignore, I think. I mean, sure, you can try that wood off to the left, but I mean, realistically, you're going off the wall.
Oh, in between them. Oh.
Wow, I certainly wasn't going to expect it to fly that way. It would have been great to see it go. Mikey came in a little light on it and just didn't have the drive to get back to the 8 pin. You got to get that high and you got to push that through. Rio cleans it up for a 10. He's at 44 for his half. And Nardone gets the 10. That'll have him at a 75 half. That lead is grown to 41, but mind you, Alisi is coming up, sitting on a spare.
That's how we can call it a world's team.
Fills are important. Fills on marks are huge. I think that might be one of the big differences in the game. Oh, yep, there you go. Throw one down the heart, and that's what you're going to get for it. Punches out the 158 for Rio as Nardone misses the target, leaves the 4 horse down the right-hand side.
Yeah. That's where Rio's from, too.
Tries to hit the inside and make things happen, and unfortunately just can't connect to the outside wall. Mikey's going to miss the head pin and take down everything but it. So Josh is shooting down the right wing in the 7 pin. And at least takes down the right wing. Good 9 box, but it's just 53 through 6 as Nardone is at 85 through 6. So a big chunk of match difference right on his shoulders. All right, so here comes Poulin Alisi. This is the midpoint of the string as soon as they throw this box. Corey sitting on a spare. So the lead will cut from 42 based on what he throws right here. You want to be on the mark. And he's going to chop out the right-hand side. We've got Mike Nardone coming over here to hang out a bit. What's going on, Mikey?
Not much. How's it going, Micah?
Good. Sitting here watching Poulin rock everything but the 9 pin.
I know. If his ball's on, it's so explosive.
Oof. Corey goes outside. Can't get those last 2 to convert.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Attaboy, Steve.
Say, wait a minute. You're biased for one team now.
Yeah, no.
That's
no.
perfectly fine.
I definitely want the team on lane 2 to show up. Yeah. No, these guys are always tough, though. They
Yeah.
came out of the gates, like, hitting everything.
Except for that.
No.
Corey skip lobs his way to the cap.
Well, I mean, Corey had a couple of wayward boxes last string. He still finished strong, though.
Yeah, he definitely hit the 2 at the end.
Yeah.
But you guys have rallied back in this one. I see right now you're sitting at 39 plus an extra fill ball. I think there's you're sitting with 2 spares on your team, 1 on theirs. Although,
That doesn't help.
well, that's devastating to your case.
Yeah.
the weird way.
Off
Corey.
the head pin dropping 6.
That's true. And that'll still count for the fill, right? So pulling, leaving the 4 horse down the right-hand side.
That's going to cost him a quarter, though. He didn't hit that pin on the fill.
Is that what you're doing? Nice.
Yeah, nice shot.
Runs it down, though. Picks up the mark. You can yell loud. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm more worried about my ears.
Yeah, I know. This thing gets nice and loud, so you can actually. It's really good when you're like in a loud bowling alley. Like we can hear each other crystal clear.
Yeah. And you just hear a little bit of background noise.
Right.
Not nearly what it would be without it.
Right. Absolutely. All right. So I should probably put the numbers up here so we get LaPierre and Walsh up. Neither of them is working on a mark.
Yeah.
Get over!
Not the
Ooh.
one I was looking for.
No tap on the 4. There you go. Check mark.
Yeah. I prefer this way more than the triangle. I don't know.
Attaboy,
For some reason, you got
attaboy.
that one on the end, it just goes easier.
Sometimes. Until it does, and then you go like, I prefer triangle to check
Yeah.
marks.
When you leave the 7 of the 10.
I don't like that wood out front.
Yeah.
wanna
Yeah,
get-
he's going to play inside anyway.
Yeah, get that 3-6.
Or not.
See?
Oh.
It's tough. As soon as you hit that wood, it just takes all the energy out of it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's. I got told a long time ago. It says always make sure, you know, if you have a choice
Nice out,
between
nice
shooting
out.
a pin.
That was like halfway down before I reached the gutter.
If you have a choice between shooting pins or shooting the wood, you know, always make sure at least the target that you're looking for, like where you want to hit the wood, is bigger than the actual pin that you're aiming for.
Yeah, because otherwise you should just go for the pin.
Right.
Absolutely.
So when I see something like that, I'm like,
Yeah.
hit this clean and see what happens.
Mix.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted
Yeah, it's
to.
a mixer.
He was saying earlier, he just feels a little off.
Yeah. But there he is. That's going. That's going.
Yeah, buddy. What a fill. What a fill.
Nothing like getting harassed by your teammates for
The thing-
throwing a strike.
The thing that's great is he's going to go home and watch this, and he's going to hear me. He's going to be like, what the hell? Yeah. Yeah.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Absolutely.
That's the best part of doing it.
Do it.
Oh, Walsh is just going to chip out the head pin for an 8 box. So he's going to sit down both bowlers at 71 through 6. but
Attaboy, Scotty.
as you can hear,
Nice
Nardone
job, bud.
cheering on. LaPierre is sitting on a strike. So
Yeah.
looking at the board,
Petey Pete's trying to stay with Fuller.
he's definitely, they're right there.
I know.
It's crazy. Both of them working on a spare here, too.
They did that last string, too.
Yeah.
All the way up to the end.
When he cried it away. Oh no! Fuller's just going to fill it with 3 there as he gets into the 2 hole.
4 or better, buddy.
Get there.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the top of Petey's head. He got all excited.
Oh, yeah. Normally it's shinier, but he hasn't shaved in a little while.
Everything but the 7. Fuller's second ball is a good mix, but leaves the posts. Great wood to clean it up for a 10, though. Great wood. Petey looking for an easy spare here.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. We're paying for that.
We got bouncy vision here with Nardone getting all excited.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm touching him.
He's short, so he's like
table.
pushing on the table so he
Yeah.
can see over the top of everybody. It's great.
Well, I mean, just standing there.
There you go.
He's like, oh, yeah, that's way better. Just look at the screen.
I know, isn't that
Yeah,
great?
yeah.
It's almost like this is what tall people feel like.
It's amazing looking over everybody's heads. Normally, I'm trying to get
Exactly.
in between an armpit or somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fuller back on the pocket.
Fuller thought that was 10.
Well, those last 3 are going to rob him. Petey's
Oh, yeah, breaking
good
it up.
on the nose. It
Breaking
breaks
it
up.
He
Absolutely.
had some crazy shots last year.
Oh, the splits down the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Fuller's going to.
See, in that situation, you wish you had the,
No,
had the check mark.
I still. You'd still be looking at that pin staring you in the face and feeling bad about
I
it.
mean, we'll never know.
There we go. Pair of spares for Petey. That is 5 in a row here in the string.
Hey, buddy. Petey, you want to miss one here and there? It's getting expensive.
And it'll be a
'cause
10
we-
box for Fuller.
we also pay for 3 marks in a row and each mark thereafter.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's almost like we had a TV show.
Fucking making this shit expensive, bro.
I like how he thought that wasn't going to get heard.
I know.
You're fucking making this shit expensive.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Woodside firing away. I got his
Not
scoreboard on the
bad.
right side. These guys.
Someone's got to hit a triangle. I gotta tell you.
Well, we were running that show last season, the ACST, 101 ways to miss a triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, man, with all the footage, I bet we could go back and make an awesome reel.
Speaking of 101 ways, that's on the list. Takes
Shoot
out the back two.
Shoot the 5 pin. He takes out the 5-6.
Oh!
Yeah.
Great kick from Scally. He hasn't had a lot of them tonight, but that one was a nice one.
Hey, why ain't you shooting? Yeah.
Listen to these two ladies talking about shaving techniques over here.
Hey,
it is for their heads, though.
When you don't have any here, it doesn't take that long. Yeah. I literally shaved my head in like 5 seconds.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, he got a
It is.
triangle.
Yeah.
Big one.
That is the 189. I wasn't sure if the 9 was there or not. Scally with a good fill. Much needed for him. Looking at the 3-6. That pin going to come and hang out behind it to make it an easy one? Oh.
Attaboy, Eddie.
I cleaned this up for a spare once last year. It felt so good.
Oh, I would imagine.
It just went fast. I was
Wait,
like, what?
where did that happen?
Millis, of course.
Nuh-uh.
You imagine that. Although this place, I'm watching you guys tonight, and
Yeah.
this place has some life.
Last week, I had 3 or 4 shots. I missed the object, and it just, I got to go ball. All right, guys.
Well, go Bull, buddy. Go get him. Mike Nardone, everybody having a good old time in between smoke breaks and hanging out with us and eating Reese's and everything like that. So Scally with a 28 set. He's finds himself at 87. He's above par, I think, probably for among the first times tonight, unfortunately. He's been struggling out there. Woodside, unfortunately, after the 189, he had a couple of chops, finds his way to a 6 box. Mikey, thin. Is it going to catch a corner on him? No, but he's got 1, 2, he's got 5 sticks to play with out there. So he's got the 7-9 split with an army of wood, and Josh just takes out the back left triangle. Oh, no. Is it going to go? No, that wood's just going to stop it. No love. All that wood, still not enough to make it happen. Everybody that watches Candlepin and you say, oh, the wood makes this game so easy, watch that shot. And Mikey's going to gutter his way out of that one for a 9 bucks. Oh, Josh is going to pop right through that at 7. So just 60 through 7 for Rio, as he's definitely in the struggle zone after a good first string. He had a 127 opener, but with just 3 boxes to go, it's going to be hard. He's going to have to probably a couple of marks to make it to 100. Mikey, little skip shot, and that's going to. We'll say it. Everybody's mocking it. He takes out just the 6-pin. Rio's got a wobbly tooth over there. Turns into a strike as the right wing collapses on itself. So there's one of the marks he's going to need to get himself up to 100. Mikey a little thin on the 1-3 pocket. Leaves the 2, 4, 7, and 8. Get this off my ear. And he'll get over to the right. And it's going to come back and, oh, it's gone. No. No. Stays up and fights. Just a 9. So 103 with a pair to go. Alrighty. Let's move over to Elise and Poulin. Both of them working on a mark. Poulin working on a spare. Elise working on a strike. Andy Klempa hanging out. Another ACST bowler watching in attendance after his league. Poulin's going to rock through the head pin. He'll leave himself the left-hand wing and the 6-pin. Corey's going to miss his mark off to the right and blow up everything. Just no love on the 4-horse down the left here. Poulin gets it dancing. Corey a little full. It'll turn it into an 8 fill on the spare, but unfortunately just taking out the two in the front of the 4-horseman. Poulin hits the cap, robs him out of the 10. Things are moving around. This is a hard shot. It's a hard shot to clean up, and Corey's going to punch 2 out of 3, so he needs the 1, the 8, and the 10 to clean up for a 10 box. Where Poulin's just got to hit that head pin, which always sounds easy. He's going to shave it down for a single. Corey's going to miss his mark and settle for a 7. So a frustrating 15 pair for Lisi. As we bring up LaPierre and Walsh. LaPierre sitting on a strike. The lead grows a little more. So 45, the extra bonus ball. Let's say this lead is probably 51 pins with just 14 boxes to go. Up on the noggin. Gets a 2-1 split out of there, looking at the 2, 4, and the 6 from what I can see. Walsh is going to chop out, and unfortunately for him, it's going to come back and it's going to trip out the head pin. So it is a split. That'll be a 7 fill for LaPierre as he goes right through the middle. Walsh hits it up high, converts the split into a spare just like that, getting it to blow up for him. 81 plus a ball through 7. LaPierre chips out 1 for an 8 box, so 86 with 3 to go. The match difference, the string difference is at 50. They were trailing 12 coming into the string. Obviously being up 50, you can see that the match lead is turned to them for a plus 38. LaPierre firing away in the 8th. Gonna find the 3-hole and clean out everything but the 1, the 2, and the 10. Walsh is in the pocket good, but I think with his little tail ball, it just takes some of that energy out of it. But it will be a good 7 fill as he leaves the triangle 2 standing. Oh, those are so tough. Those are so tough. You get the head pin the way that you think, and you just can't get it to sail out to the corner. Walsh throws his a little to the left. I know.
Nice 10, kid. Nice job out there.
LaPierre hits the single pin for the 10 box. 96 with a pair to go. Walsh gets his 2 to fall. 98 with a pair to go. Brings over the anchors here with Peter Crawford sitting at 87 plus a ball after 5 spares in a row. Fuller just sitting at 74. Looking to make something happen down the home stretch here.
Come on, Peter. Stay hot, baby. All the way down now. Don't stop. Got a nice run going. 50-cent ball. 75-cent ball.
All right, all the pressure's on Petey as he fires away, sitting on 5 in a row. And that's going to be tough as he chops out the right-hand 4 pins. Takes out the 3, 6, 9, and 10. And Fuller, unfortunately, is going to hit the head pin and probably end up almost a little worse for the wear as he, well, I like the wood. I'll leave it at that. Petey gives it a run. Oh, and he gets it to trip. 6 spares in a row. Ride that wood, push it. That 10's got to go. It's got to go. There it is. Beautiful conversion on the split. So both bowlers holding pace here. Petey sitting on 6 spares in a row, missing the head pin for the first time this string in that last box. This one's going to hit it. And find that post.
Take it out.
Almost gets a couple of friends to come over and take out the 7 pin, but just a bit short. It is a 9 drop.
One more.
Brian gets a great head pin pop, but can't break up the split. He's looking at the 4 and the 10. I kind of like the wood that's behind the 4. Oh, Petey pulls that to the left. It's tough. It's tough. You kind of want to hit that 4 pin straight. Yeah. Oh! I was worried about that front piece of wood being kind of like a deflector. I was really hoping that he could get the pin that was flat against the 4 to go along the backside. Just didn't happen. A 10 box for Pete. It's 120 with a pair to go. Fuller will miss his and take a 9 box. 101 with a pair to go. So, last set coming up here. We'll move Woodside's score over to the left side where he is. The gap is 49. Looking at sitting marks, the only difference right now is Rio is sitting on a strike. So we'll say that the match lead is still like the string lead is like 41. Scally is going to miss about as far as you can off to the right and wiggles everything around to get everything but the 1-5. And Eddie says, I'll get everything. Great pocket strike. Scally gets the gift and takes it home. A 1-5 spare. Everybody's fighting to see who gets to go pick up the bowling ball out of the gutter. Guys are having a good time here tonight. Still got a while to go here, just closing up string number 2.
Nothing. Wow. Right there, Scally. Up him out. Come on.
And Scally is going to be thin on the head pin. And that is going to be a rotten split piece of wood rolling forward. Eddie looking for the double. Is it going to fall forward? Oh, no. It fell out to the side. Still a great head pin hit. Great pocket explosion. Just no love on the 4. Again, Scally looking at this really weird split here is Petey doing his job, skipping down the lanes there. It's not the worst here. He's got the 2, the 7, the 8, and the 10. He's just got some really silly wood lined up for it. Oh, and he's going to catch the wood and send that one kind of wrapping around and not really where he wanted it to be. Eddie cleans his up for the spare. So spare on strike. Trying to take pictures and do some silly stuff at the same time. Scally's going to get by there for a 110. Eddie with a ball, 115. See if I can send out. That's going to be tough, though. That's that 20 box, and now the spare waiting to fill here. Stretch this lead out pretty good.
He threw a way better ball.
56 plus at the moment. That's a big plus.
Boy, nice finish there, big guy.
That'll be an 8 drop, so a 123 for Ed Woodside in his second string. 250 through 2. Scally, better this string. He throws a 110. He's up to 208 through the 2.
Making pastas and all that.
I gotta say it was in jail. It was a lockup. My brother got me all the times.
Up comes Nardone and Rio. Rio sitting on a strike.
Come on, Rio.
This is really where you'd hope for a double. But, you know, that's not the way the Candlepin plays. You can't think strike. And he's going to wiggle by on the outside. And leave a mess. Nardone is also going to hit the 3 side. So Josh leaves the 1, 2, 4, 9, 10. Nardone's a little cleaner with just the 1, the 2, and the 10. But let's see if Josh can make this explode as he's working on the strike. A little solid on the nose. He's going to punch through and just get a 7 fill on the spare. So we're down to 57. But oh, speaking of punching straight through, Nardone does the same thing. Unable to get that 3 pin to go. Rio wraps that around. It's going to take a 9 box. 86 with a single 1 to go. Running out of boxes, though.
That's it, kid. Nice set, big. Nice set.
Nardone picks up the 10. 113 with 1 to go. The match, the string is 58 pins.
Get that hook going on, Pete.
With just 5 boxes. Oh, sorry, not 5 boxes. With 7 boxes between here and the end of the string. So unless you're gaining 10 pins a box, it's going to be hard to see this one get overturned. Rio throws a great pocket ball. Just didn't have enough energy to carry into the 6 or the 9. But we'll give him the head pin hit for that, see if he can clean up the 2 pins here. Mike Nardone misses off to the right, takes out the 3, the 9, and everything to the right of it. And Rio's right on it, gets a much needed spare here.
Right there, baby. Good shot. Get it.
Oh, Nardone breaks his heart by cleaning up that mess. So a pair of spares here for both bowlers in the 10th. Hard to cut in the lead when they're keeping pace with you. Rio on the fill. A little thin. Is it going to carry into the corner? No. A good 9 drop, and Nardone right with him. Takes 8 out of it. So 131 for Nardone, 105 for Rio. That gives Rio 232 for both of his strings. Nardone at 241. We're down to 6 boxes here. The match is the string is still 57 pins apart. The match is 45. Corey's first box. Wow, he kicks the 2 pin forward. Gets the 4 pin to fall forward. Poulin spins around off the head pin, leaves a wobbling 2 and 5. Corey's got a 1 and 10, and all of his wood is facing forwards. Kind of weird. Yeah, you feel it's going to take the energy away, and it did. Poulin buries his. Corey, let's see if we can clean up the single pin. Yep, the wood makes it happen. So I probably should have clipped that, but I was too busy scoring. It wasn't really a special spare, was it? No. All right, so the match lead, the string lead will stretch over 60 at this point in time. Lisi firing away. Misses his mark, leaves the 4-horse down the right-hand side unless something trips. Poulin with a nice smooth release. Going to be a 7 fill, but a yucky split there, 2-1 to the right, leaving the 3-4-6. Corey's able to take his down. Clip that spare.
Why not?
And Poulin just off his mark is just going to take out the 6-pin. So a chance to cut into it a bit here. Poulin finishes with a 9 unless something crazy happens here. That's a 120 for Poulin, 226 for his pair so far. It's sitting at 63 for the string. Just Corey's fill here to cut into it, and then 4 boxes remain. Corey's going to hit the head pin thin and get 7. He'll end up at a 120. A good string. So 245 for the pair for Corey Alisi. Just 226 for the pair so far for Poulin. Everybody's determining who owes who what money. I love money games. I love all the money games. Who owes who what? Alrighty. LaPierre and Walsh coming up. Walsh firing away in box 9. He's going to get a setback there on the left-hand side. The 5, the 6, and the 7. Ugly wood there. LaPierre is going to miss his mark. Leave the infinity gauntlet, the 4-horse down the left-hand side, the 10-pin post. It's always tricky. You kind of want to hit those 2 and hope something kind of kicks off the wall right for you, but it just didn't happen. Takes out the 2. Needs the 5-pin.
Oh, come on, again that
Once
one.
again, LaPierre. Similar kind of shot, just unable to get something to carry over to the post. It'll be a 10 for Walsh, and we'll see if... And a 10 for LaPierre. And I think I just screwed up the score, so let's see if I can figure out what I just did wrong there. No, PD is sitting at 120? Okay, cool. I didn't mess that up. All right, so 108 with a box to go for Walsh, 106 with a box to go for LaPierre, and that 56-pin lead is looking just brutal. And speaking of brutal, it's going to be a clean 5-7-10, and LaPierre is going to chop through on the left side. 5-7-10 with a stick that's bracing on the wrong side. You kind of hope that you could make this happen. You want that pin in front so it'll deflect you over to the other corner. But it's off to the side, so hits it a little too full to even get the 2 out of 3. See if out of 3. See if LaPierre can do anything with this mess here. Just put it on the pocket and see what happens. Oh, it's going. Absolutely, nice ball. 116 plus a ball. And Walsh is going to take a single pin out of there. Finish with a 117. So he's 241 through 2. We'll wait on LaPierre's fill. Firing away. You can see through everybody. Oh, it was a check mark. He clobbered one down, gets another there. So it's a 7 drop, a 123. LaPierre sitting at 233 for his 2 strings. As we bring up the anchors, Petey sitting in the driver's seat here, sitting at 120. The lead is 64, so there's no way that this gets overturned. It is going to be a win for Academy 3 in string number 2. And Fuller is gonna just gonna have to shake off that spread eagle. Petey working on one of his own there, except for he's got the 3-2 split. What's really nice is that piece of wood he's got inside the 3. Brian bunny holes. Petey's gonna see if he can make this fly. That wood's not really at a great angle to help, but just hit the 3-6 and see it go. Oh, it went. It's going well for him tonight. Another spare, his 7th of the string. Fuller did it again, huh? Double bunny, 105 with a box to go. All right, let's see what Fuller can do here. The last box. Want as many pins as possible because we're still thinking about total. And he's going to shave himself to his 4th split in a row. 3, 7, and 9. Is going to also get himself another split, although the post fell. So that got a little better. He's looking at the 4, the 5, the 7, and the 9. Brian just takes the wood out of the pitcher.
Come on, cut this over. Why not?
Petey looking to slice this over, sitting at 136 at the moment. Just off his money, 7 marks there. Just a 1. The stats here, get that going.
Yeah, dumbass.
Everybody giving Petey shit because he ruined a perfect string there. So as you can see through 2, 1227 to 1160. Academy 1 took string 1 with the 596. Academy 3 took string 2 with a 643. Eddie Woodside looks like he's all set to fire away. Hey Spencer, have a good one, man. See if I can. Oh, I can't. Eddie's already. He's too quick. He's ready to shoot. I was going to bring up the scores for everybody, let you all see some nice stats. Blame Ed Woodside for ruining it. Scally starts out on the head pin. That's going to find a way to. Yeah, that's a good mix. Everything but the 10 pin. Eddie looking at the 1, the 3, the 7, and the 8. He's got a great brace behind the 1 pin. So just hit the noggin to see what happens. That's it. That's exactly what you expect on a shot like that. And Scally's going to run his down. So far, really tough match. Both bowlers starting out with spares. Just 59 boxes like that. Eddie looking to fill it. Oh, he gets the post to drop. It's a good head pin hit, good mix. It's going to be a 7 drop, leaving the triangle 3. And speaking of triangles, Scally is still struggling. I think he's pressing himself a bit on fills, takes out the triangle 6, just a 3 drop. Eddie looking for the triangle. He's going to miss it outside. Nardone's outside smoking. Scally gave it a run, but no luck. Another triangle to shoot at. So we already saw Eddie unfortunately miss his for a spare. He's going to miss the other side of it, take a 9 box, and we'll see if Scally can convert this triangle 2 for a 10. That one has some lift, so nope. Another triangle survives. We were joking about it tonight. All right, let's bring up Nardone and Rio. Get them started here in the last string. I think Woodside's, no, Petey's leading the bowler with 277 for 2. Mikey, that's going to come forward. Beautiful first ball. Every bowler starting out this string good. We'll see if it keeps going. Oh, is it going to go? One of them going to go? I think he moved him closer. We saw the 4 pin get pushed a little to the left. We saw the 9 pin pushed a little to the right. So, not that this is an easy spare even still. Oh. Yeah, all right. Sitting there watching it. Didn't want to go, went in slow motion. So 4 bowlers, 4 marks in the first box. Let's see if any of them can double it up here. Nardone with a strike. I don't remember how he, oops, I punched the table. That is his 2nd of the night. And that's his baby split. Thin on the head pin, leaving the 3, 5, 7. Rio wanted to see how far he could move that 5 pin before it went down. Great 9 drop, everything but the 7. Oh, Mikey loves those. Rio missed it by just. And he's not going to get that one either. So seeing eyeball takes a 9 box. Nardone off to the hot start with a 30. Opening pair. Josh sitting, excuse me, 28. Nardone sitting on a spare. Poulin and Elise firing away their first set of string 3. Again, off target. Even the mess, but it's set up and looking nice. Corey on target, wishing that he hadn't been. Looking at the 2, the 4, and the 6. So LaPierre, he's got the wood in the back there. Looking at the 1, the 2, the 7, 9, 10. Just can't catch the head pin. Corey trying to cut it. It's always such a hard shot. Gets the 2. Now just the single 6 for the 10. Poulin trying to get the 1, the 10 on the cleanup. Miss it to the left. It'll be an 8. Corey will clean his up with a 10. So the only person so far without a perfect box out of the gates is Steve Poulin's 8. Everybody else has had at least a 10. Well, once they fix the scoreboard up there, Corey will have a 10. How is it? I'm seeing stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm watching the pins. Heck of a ball by LaPierre. I don't know how. I'm sorry, by Poulin. I don't know how. That 4 pin didn't get any love out of that. Corey's going to be a little off to the right, leaves a Cleary on the left. You want to avoid that wood unless you can hit it really hard. Kind of come at this from the left if you can. I don't know how he throws his ball. He's going rapid. Oh. Those always get scary. Those always get scary because you always think that wood's just going to take it away from you. Corey gives it a thin, wraps the bedpost, but doesn't get the meat of the sandwich there. So he's going to clean up a 2, the 4, and the 9 for a 10 box. Poulin sitting down in the spare. That one's going to go wide. 7, so just a 17 opening pair. Poulin at 18 plus a ball. And again, right out of the gates, Academy 3. We got 2 bonus fills here. Start padding on to a lead. Now I can say LaPierre. Just took that damn 2 pin forever to fall down. I guess if it fell down earlier, that ball might have hit it and caused some fun. Woo. Seeing eyeball will take the 8 box. LaPierre looking to fill his spare. Academy 3. Everything's there. I used a USB cable. That's kind of tie everything in.
Jeff, thanks for clarifying for our streaming audience.
All right. Crawford and Fuller stepping up here. 84 to 100. So already a 16-pin lead out of the gates, but most importantly, there's still 2 spares that they're not being sat on by Academy 3. So realistically, let's call that lead 26. Oh, Petey. Continuing his string of splits, but this one isn't looking as fun to play with. Fuller is going to get a good light head pin hit, leave himself the diamond 2. That wood out front, it's kind of tough. I mean, it's going to be hard to deflect unless you get it real low. Yeah. Almost got it off the wall. I was kind of surprised on that, but Fuller's going to just miss his out to the left. Petey looking to clean up the 7 pin, and then Fuller shooting at the 2-5. Petey starts out with a 9 box, and so does Fuller. All right. Slow start for the anchors here. Again, this is string 3, as you can see at the bottom. Let's see how this plays out as Crawford gets ready to fire away here in the second. Short of the pocket, which is good. Won't end up with a split, right? 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. Fuller also misses the pocket. Is that going to carry the corner? No. So he's got the infinity gauntlet. He has the 4 horsemen down the left-hand side. He's got the 10-pin post out to the right. Petey blowing up the head pin. That wood just kind of kept all the sticks in there, so it didn't quite get the carry out to the side. It's open. Oh, a beautiful ball by Brian, blowing up the 4 horse and getting it out to the post. So great difference in the ball there. Petey skinnies it up for a 9 box. So a pair of 9s for him, 18 through 2. And we will bring up Ed Woodside. It's almost like he's got to drive back into the city or something the way he asked. Scally shooting on lane 6, sitting at 21 through 2. That one's going to stay out into the chop zone. Does it cleanly too. Takes out the 3, 6, and the 9. Eddie shreds the walls down. Everything but the 5 and the 8. Good head pin hit. Scally going to clean this up here. Blows up the head. but unfortunately it looked like there was a stick kind of angled in there to block the float for once. Oh, Eddie with a sweep off the wall. Look at that! I would clip it. I would clip it, except for it's a 10. I just don't clip the It's cool, it's great, it's a highlight. Real thing is, it's a 10. All right. They got Woodside showing 35. Why is that? There they go. They fixed it now. Woodside, great 9 drop. Everything but the 10. Scally shooting at the 2-7-8. Oh! That's an unusual carry. That's exactly why I don't like that spare. Woodside doubles up. 55 plus a ball through 4 for Woodside. Scally with a great job on that one. I usually hate that because you'll either end up picking off the 2-7 or you'll get the half Worcester and nothing carries over to 7, but he was able to get it there. I usually try to shoot that on the inside and play the 2 off the wall, but God knows you can miss that easily. All right, Rio firing away in the 3rd up against Mike Nardone, who's sitting at 30 plus a ball. Mixer 6 punches through the 6 and the 9. Nardone. Oh, look at this. Strike, spare, strike early in the 3rd. 50 plus 2 balls. Rio's going to peel down the 2nd layer of that now, looking at just the 4 horse down the left-hand side.
Leave him alone, Walsh. Nardone, you can do it. You got the triple, man.
And runs it down for the 10 bucks. Nothing wrong with 38 through 3, unless you're bowling against a guy that's sitting at 50 plus a pair. Rio fires away in the 4th. Little high, breaks it up. Just the 2 and the 4. Nardone looking for a double.
I knew you had the box.
Everybody whining about that one because the 5-pin didn't go, but it was a hell of a ball. You just got to worry about that stick. He throws that backup ball. So, let's see if he can do it. All right, Rio blows up his spare. Nardone's usually quick fire. There it is. So let's clip that. See if I can get both of them there. Unbelievable. Nardone at 70 plus a ball through 4.
Come on, Stevie. Stay hard out there, kid. Keep it rolling.
Corey. Poulin's going to fill with 5.
I like Steve's better.
You like the sleeper?
Yeah. It gets something to bounce around back there.
Oh, well, it helps if you hit him.
Well, yeah, you got to hit that front one. Sometimes.
There you go.
Yeah. Attaboy. Attaboy, Stevie.
Well, you guys are taking off here in this one. 61 is the split right now. Corey takes an 8. He'll chip into that a bit, but 53, but you guys are sitting on 3 marks.
Last time was the first time all season we had everybody a $120 higher.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
643?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, PD had to throw 8 marks for his, but yeah.
Yeah, if only he could have, found a 10 for that first one, it would have been a nice perfect string.
And normally he does, he drops bombs, but his second ball was killing it.
Yeah, oh, he's definitely experienced.
Yeah.
A little thin there, but let's see how this mixes. Oh, that could be worse.
Freaking Walsh, man, I was telling him before, I'm like, no wonder why you hit like some, really nice splits sometimes, because that's all you shoot. Like everything.
He got the 5-10 with a great plank out front.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, a little lower.
Hit it a little too hard.
Yeah.
Those are tough, like you get that backup ball kind of.
No, yeah, so I would have went more towards the 10, but.
Yep. Stop it, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, everybody with motion sickness.
You didn't have motion sickness before, you might now.
You might want to grab some Dramamine when I'm up here.
Pair of 9s for both bowlers. Walsh's ball obviously hit the channel before it cut the pins. So.
Come on, Scotty, one coming in, bud.
Hey,
yeah, well. I mean, I got all that extra energy from not throwing so many balls.
I think I heard Josh getting jealous.
Oh, no. Josh,
he wants to be on the headset.
He's a great guy.
I know.
Yeah. Super funny. Even when he's bowling bad, he's funny as fuck.
That's the way you got to be.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Another triangle. Triangle 2.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I'm taking the under. Oh!
Hey, that's-
Oh, the first one in like 30 boxes.
That's all it takes is Mike Nardone saying it's not going to
I
happen.
know. No one's hit it since Corey in the first
it's been
string.
They've been fighting.
Yeah.
Cool's going to run his down, so
Attaboy, Scott.
45 plus a ball.
Hook is
That was lucky.
Top left here. That's right.
nice touch there.
I could just read what's up at the top, or I can just try to go by
Oh,
memory.
it's freaking table again. Nice job, Jeff.
All right, now let's get the right names here. Fuller
Yeah.
stepping up on a spare.
Don't worry,
Petey.
Scotty. When you're watching this late, I had your back, buddy.
I don't know these guys.
I know.
It's all fun.
And it says Pierre on his shirt.
I don't
When
look
his
there.
When his towel's down, it
Oh
just
yeah.
says Pierre.
Now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Tough break on the spare. Just Ford chopping through the 2-hole there. Petey coming up.
10.
Oh, come on.
I love those like the weird head pin hits. Like you hit it too full, but things just kind of keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, Fuller gives it a ride, but just can't get that 6 to trip. Much needed spare. We got a chance. So you see, there's a
Attaboy,
chance.
buddy.
You see, there's a
Attaboy,
chance.
buddy. Attaboy. What?
Switch red over to the right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if Eddie keep it rolling.
Fast Eddie sitting at
Scat.
55 plus a ball here.
Scally,
Little thin.
yeah.
Diamond 3.
Break out that diamond cutter.
Oh, it's coming
It's
across.
a little wayward, but oh, what a splash.
Jeez, if you're gonna miss
Seriously.
everything but the 1, the 3, and the 5.
Oh, Eddie. Backwards triangle.
You got the backwards
yeah.
triangle.
Attaboy.
Everything but the 3. Scally just needs to throw this one on the nose.
Yep, right there.
Oh,
Right on it. Good for him. He was really struggling.
he
that
definitely-
first string.
he definitely fought his way through the first one. That's a 9-box for Eddie, 70 half for Woodside, 58 plus the ball for Scally.
Well,
And you have to go bowl.
no, I got 1 box.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You know what? I see the half. I'm like, I'm in ACST mode.
Yeah, no, 2 at a time here on Friday.
Who wants to bowl 2 at a time?
I mean, I like it.
It's weird for me.
Yeah. I mean, if you're off, it is horrible.
Well-
Oh, it's so bad.
I've done it like, in OAM, and I've subbed in an occasional league that's like that. It's just, I don't know.
It's really hard to get a rhythm if you're off.
Scally gets a 7 fill, but I don't like it. He's looking at the 2, the 8, and the 10. He's got a stick in between the 2 and the 8.
He's going to drill it. The front pin's going to go over and grab the 10.
There's a piece of wood there
Yeah.
inside the 2 that looks like it's set up to have that happen.
Eddie, everything but the head. Or you could throw it right down the middle again. All right, guys, have fun.
All right, Mikey, go get it. Keep it alive, man. Good start. Woody's going to leave it there.
Talking again, Mike? Jesus Christ.
Great out, buddy.
You want in? It did go exactly like we said it was going to go. It just took him an extra box to get there. All right, so all you need to do is, you are alive, Petey.
All right. How we doing, bud?
Well, you're doing pretty good.
You can come to my matches anytime you want, man. I got this anytime you want.
He says it as if I throw the bowling balls. So we got Nardone sitting up here, 70 plus a ball in his first 4. He can keep the Dutch alive.
He's been destroying this house.
Let's see. Throws that little. Oh, carry it. Oh, a good high pocket hit, but no love on the 4-8.
He could definitely spread the legs on this one. Oh, get out of there, Woody.
Josh a little short, leaves the Cleary on the right.
Oh, we're live, huh?
We are live,
Oh,
but
look at that.
we're live with like a bar and a half of Wi-Fi off of the taco shop. Oh, he picks it up, 5 in a row out of the gates. Save that one for later.
That's the thing about dial-up internet, man, you know. Later in the 90s, got to go back to where it is.
Welcome, you've got stream. Oh, it's just going to be a 9 for Rio there. 62 finishes his half, but Nardone is at 88 plus the ball.
I feel like he's going to run the page all the way up.
That'd be great.
Oh, absolutely.
I haven't seen a good smudge smear run like that in a while.
Just throws a nice, pretty ball when it's in the pocket on the opposite side. It's just gone.
I feel like he needs to have a bowling ball made by the guys that made Lamar's javelin and Revenge of the Nerds, though.
Oh my God, Revenge of the Nerds.
set up for him. Nardone got the cluster bunch off to the right, and then the post 7 out to the left. Bop.
Oh, didn't take the 7, went right in
That's
front of it.
just, what a way to ruin a streak.
Classic Rio missing on then nailing it. Yep, that's
Oh.
exactly what he does.
Boom.
Yep. One ball in the ocean and cleans them all up. Classic Rio. Oh, Nardone all over the gutter, sweeps it, comes out of the gutter, and takes the 10. Doesn't count, but it's
Well, you know, he hasn't left a pin standing. It just
technically, you know, if gutters were to count, he nailed that one, so he was good. But he did ruin his perfect game now because.
Yep. Hey, at least, you know, it took him until block 6 to do it and not do it out of the gates and then clean it all up.
Thanks. Yeah, it was. I remember.
I love those.
Oh yeah, 7 blocks, and then what the heck? Oh man, Steve's all over it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going to take that for a 7, Phil.
Corey.
Oh, yeah, 69. Chopping those two out of there. Colin's got the 359. I'd like the wood, but you never know what's going to happen. Oh. You did hit it.
You did.
Big 10 out there, big 10.
Corey's second ball, a little better, but still just. It's amazing how you'd think that just throwing the ball down the middle wouldn't be so hard.
You know, it's a long way down.
You think about that. You know, you were talking about capping the wood. He just did. He would have been equally frustrated. Corey picks up the 10, though. We'll take that.
Yeah, Corey, last week I know Corey was pulling extremely well. He was like a 160 or something like that last week.
Love those strings when they happen.
Oh yeah, anything over a 130 I always say is a phenomenal string.
That's the line. Hey, hands on the table.
Oh, I like to try to give them the whole experience of like
I
an
know.
earthquake. Like we're bowling here and it's just an earthquake happening and we're still just hitting stuff.
They finally got enough Dramamine in them to get past Nardone. Corey going half Worcester on the right side. Poulin trying to cover a 3-1 on the left.
He sends this one over. Oh, that would. Oh, all right.
You know, is it me or does a lot of stuff come out of the pits here?
It's looking like that right now. I mean, I haven't seen this much action coming out and off the wall and the back curtain, coming back up and playing pinball and going back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty knows what I'm talking about.
We'll settle for a 9.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to take it.
2. There you go.
Corey gonna pick
All
up a
right,
bear.
Bear.
Yeah. He's under par, 59 through 6. And we'll move over to LaPierre and Walsh. Both of these guys sitting on a spare.
And we go for Red Scott. Let's go, Red Scott.
So to the ball, you guys are up 63 this string, 130 in the match, and you have a bonus fill ball in hand. Easy to tell. So you're sitting on a spare.
I know.
Rio and Fuller are sitting on spares, and then I just look at those two numbers in the middle, and I seem like I know what I'm doing.
Dude, yeah, your live updates are amazing.
Oh, that's gonna
Scotty,
go.
That's a hammer. Aside, you're good to go.
Time. Pretty good 9 drop. Won't make a difference because it's on a strike, but
Jeff all over the
Break
pocket.
it up.
yep. And is that gonna push it? All right, that's a good setup. I mean, in the right direction for him. That
Yeah,
second
it's
one,
like
even if he's tight, that'll catch it and kick into that.
Should kick to the right. Scotty, you just got to be all over it on this
Absolutely.
one. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
All right, I got to get up there. It's nice talking with you.
You too, buddy. Go get it. LaPierre sitting down. Yep. 85 plus a ball, and as
I want
expected,
my inks back.
Walsh's went. That's it.
Get a haircut a different night, too.
But Walsh has got himself back on the right side of par. 60 plus a ball at 6, sitting on a spare. Fuller at 42, sitting on a spare. But that lead is now 80. Well, we won't talk about that 3, Phil. And Fuller's going to also be off his target punch through the 2-hole and just settle for 5 out of that. Neither bowler on the target. Petey's all in the middle there. Boom. Oh. Where was that the first time, right? Fuller. Oh, wow. The bowling ball was there. The piece of wood rode across the other. Just couldn't find that corner. Shooting for the 10. Nope. It'll be a 9 box. So a 56 half for Fuller here. Oh, I can't stand this Wi-Fi. This is the tough side of streaming. Makes you appreciate houses that have got it together. That one's going to be high. It's going to be a 3-1 split there. The right wing and then the 4-pin. Brian is going to punch through the 2-hole again. This time leaving an extra pin staying on the bottom there. Petey gives it a pop. It's just going to chop out the 3-pin. Oh, forward, just into the bunny hole. He pros his way out to the 9 box, and Brian is going to have a tough 6 box there as he punches through the nose, but just doesn't carry for him. 79, 78. Yeah, we got that on film, don't worry. Move Woodside over to the left here. Scally blasts the nose, breaks it up. So, oh, and he gets a great lining plank for that one. Look at that. Eddie, another big pocket ball out of Woodside. Everything but the 4-pin. So both bowlers with really makeable spares here. Scally's got that 1 stick sitting in front of the 3-pin that should just make this in. Did he cap it? I think he capped it. That's tough. Tough break. Eddie plows through the wood, picks up a spare, 89 plus a ball for Woodside. 3 to go. All right, Scally cleans it up for a 10. The frustration's there, though, just 85.
Let's go, Dave.
More importantly, it's another mark sitting down for Academy 3, so kind of neutralizes that string lead. 88's real.
Mix. Oh.
Scally's going to be off his target. He's got the late drop on the 2. He's got a good piece of wood lining up there on the 1.
All of you!
Woodside's going to hit him thin and watch him spin. And, I mean, it's an extra pin on the fill, but I think that 5-pin was kind of keeping him. Well, I don't know. I like the wood on this. Scally can't find the head pin. Can't find the head pin. Jeez, almost got the pin to come back and sweep it, but it'll be open. Eddie has, I don't know if I touched that front wood. I think I could go for the one that's in front of the front pin. And he did, and oh my, wow. 36 inches between the 7-pin and the 10-pin. I think that one went 35. That's not a 1, that's a 10. So 106 with a pair of boxes to go for Woodside. I see Scally sitting at 94. If I look up there, 443 to 340. No, I don't know if they're just getting sloppy with their scores. I'll have to see what I got wrong. 94 to 72, 59, 62, 62. So they say Walsh is at 62. Rio, sitting on the spare, takes down 6. Nardone could drop out of that. Got the 1, the 4, and the 10. We'll take a pair of them. 125 with 2 to go. He's going to need 34 in his last set. 34. Pair of marks for Mikey, and he will have a 400 series. But let's move over to Poole and Alisi. Corey struggling his way through the string after being hot. He was the best bowler for Academy 1 through the first 2 strings, and right now is unfortunately pulling up the rear, sitting at 59 through 6. Poole 76 through 6. One way to right the ship is being on the pocket, but unfortunately for him, just no drive on that ball, leaving the 5, 6, 7. Poolin's going to be off his mark, leave the 1, 3, and 6. Oh, come on. Really thought that had a chance at popping for him, but just couldn't get that 6 to wiggle. And Poolin's going to get the play off the wall, take the spare. Oh, jeez. When it rains, it pours. Corey's unable to pick up the single pin there, so just 68 with 3 to go. Get that off my ear. Corey in need of a mark. Only had 3 head pins here in 7 boxes, striking 2 splits. That one's not going to be on the head pin, but it's going to be. Wow. Good ball, good mix. Couldn't quite find a way to the 10 pin. I'm not a big fan of that wood, but you just got to hit it and deal with it. Corey with the 1-3 is just not on it. That looked like it was primed to go.
Way to get that out of the way.
Poulin destroys the wood inside the insert there. Corey picks up the 10, 78 with just 2 to go. And as I expected, that wood was every bit the jerk that it went to be. A good old timer, Ass and Steve, for that one. All right, LaPierre And Walsh coming up. LaPierre sitting at 85 plus a ball through 6. Walsh sitting at 62 plus a ball through 6. I question if that was 62. I don't remember him cleaning that up for a 10, but again, I'm going to go to match what their scores are, and they can pick on me later.
Get in there. Nice ball.
Walsh is going to leave another triangle. We've had that conversation all day long. That's a triangle. Talking about it, and finally happening in the right direction. LaPierre trying to make something out of it. He did, but unfortunately still the 4, the 5, and the 7 to clean up here. But that's going to be a tough 10. Take 2.
I'm bringing him the doggy bags. I'm bringing him, taking them home.
Shoots at it. Absolutely. Takes the 2. 96 with 3 to go for LaPierre. Walsh sitting at 79 plus a ball as we reset here. String for box number 8.
Yeah, I will.
9 for Scott.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Walsh on the fill. Super thin. Unfortunately, just takes out the 3-1 there. So, 4 fill.
That's it, right back.
Poulin's going to be tight as well, punching through there, leaving, again, between these two bowlers, if you look at what they got standing, it's a perfect strike. What Poulin has standing, Walsh knocked down. Walsh's second ball comes across to the left, leaves the 1-8-9. Poulin looking to send it. Going to be tight. Still gets it happening. Walsh for the cleanup. Going to be thin, get 2 out of 3. It's a 9 box, so 92 with just a pair to go. But that lead is looking daunting, to say the least. LaPierre cleans up his 10. The match is probably out of hand at 160. The string, they did take a hell of a rally here down the last 12 boxes. It's not impossible, but it's damn near 100 pins. Neither bowler here stepping up on a mark. Just Brian having a tough string, just 62 through 6.
I have my fair share of critics, trust me.
Petey Pete, 75. Brian fires away.
Get over!
Great pocket shot. Leaves him the 5-7. And unfortunately, the only piece of wood is way out to the right. You got to take a shot at it. That is not a head pin hit, but that is a split there for Petey. 7 and the 9. Oh, he did. Gave it a run, but I think he caught it too much on the tail. Enough to get the 5, but not to dance across. Petey gets his to sweep. Brian will pick up the single pin, 72 with just 3 to go. So the lead is going to grow, unfortunately. I'm the same way. I'll always shoot at everything and see what happens. Yeah, between the 1, the 3, and the 10.
The 9th and 10th. What the hell happened to him?
Oh, sass.
Right idea,
Scally misses the mark.
Get that 2 up there.
It's going to pop the 2 out of the 3. I don't think that wood's going to have the energy to take that down, but I've been wrong before. Scally looking for the sticks. Find his way through. Just 102 with the box to go.
If you guys have a shot at 1900, go get it. Don't put it on Peter. He's going to have to throw another strike.
Oh, Eddie's going to chop through the 2-hole. 2, the 5, and the 9. Jeff Walsh over there giving him some guff, trying to see if they can break 1900 on the night. As you can see, they're sitting at 1782. Eddie gives it a good ride, but no drive to the corners there. He's got the 6, the 7, and the 10. Oh, Scally, unfortunately, that ball's just going to sail away on him. Single pin for Eddie has it at a 123 and a 373 on the night. Scally going to clean out with a 7. That'll give him a $1.09. Not necessarily great, not what he's going to be happy with, but he fought his way today. He's fought his way through it today for a 317. Going to take it out on his towel.
As long as he's here for Worlds, I don't give a fuck about anything else. You can go to a brothel, I don't give a shit.
Nardone trying to finish up the string, sitting at 125 through 8. Oh, how come I'm not on the right bowlers? I must not have hit a 0 somewhere. There it is. It's PDP. Sorry, guys. We'll correct that. Mikey's going to miss it. Get everything but the 189. And See where that pin stops behind it. Look at this. It's another matched pair.
Right to the end, Rio. Right to the end.
No, it's the third time. Yep. Oh, Nardone gave it a ride, but couldn't get. Yeah, they got the matched pair. Good job by Rio on the cleanup there. Takes out the check mark on the right, but nothing for the left wing. Nardone's going to miss that one for a 9-box. 134. Rio's looking to clean this up, and ooh, going to catch the inside going by, and that was just a 3 fill on the spare. So Rio's at 109. Sorry about that. I didn't do the fill because I was too busy talking about the fact that he'd punched out the 189 and Nardone left the 189. I think that's the third time this match. At least have you seen that? Nardone's thin. They're all. Oh, I think he stood it up. That pin was on its way down. Oh. Rio's all excited. Gets his strike in the 10th. I like the wood on either side on the side of the 6 here, but you know you can't really hit the 6 to do that. You got to get it super light so that you're actually getting that wood. He's going to come at the left one.
Oh,
Yeah. He went right where he had to go. Yeah, you know you can't hit that pin hard. Second shot at it. He's going to catch it on the inside. Take the 9-box for a 143. So it's a great string, but after you have a 92 half, that's unfortunately probably a bit disappointing too. Nardone will finish the night with a 384, 16 pins short of where he needed. Rio looking for a double there, is going to find 6, leaving the 1, the 2, the 4, and the 9. Be a decent night for him. I'll take 2 out of there for a 127. Rio finishes with a 359. Corey was in the driver's seat, and unfortunately this string has turned it upside down for him. Just 78 through 8. Poulin 104 through 8 as they step up for their final pair. Poulin gets a weird mix, but he's got a great leave sitting there with the 1, 6, 8, 10. That wood behind the head pin is just ideal. Corey just has the 1, 3, 6. Well, I'm wrong. He hit that, but somehow didn't find a way to get to the 8 pin. Corey takes the easy strike. I mean, takes the easy spare, I should say.
That's it. Nice set, Steve. Nice set,
Single pin for Poulin has him at 114. It's going to be hard to rally back in the last 6 boxes, 5 boxes now, right? Yep. Corey's fill. Both Petey and Brian are sitting on marks. Poulin with a setback. The 4, 5, and the 7. Corey gives it a good mix. Can't find that corner. But good head pin hit. Everything but the 10 pin. There's 4 pins on the deck, none of which that are 5 pins on the deck, none of which that are super helpful. Poulin gets it active, but just can't seem to get the break there. Corey's plows through. Pair of spares to help bail this string out at the end for him. 107 plus a ball as Poulin shooting for the single. And he's going to catch the cap. It's a 123 for Poulin, a 349 on the night. Corey stepping up to fill. And he will tie, I think, Rio with that 7 fill. A 114 string, a 359 on the night. Let's bring up LaPierre and Walsh. The lead is down to 76 with just 4 boxes to go. So, you know, obviously that diminishes quickly. There's 70 pins available on a flush out, but good ball by LaPierre. Not necessarily a great result, leaving the 5-7. Walsh is going to be off his target, leaving the 1, the 2, the 7, and the 8, and the 9. Good wood in the middle there. LaPierre's plank on the outside's in the right direction. Just catch this to the right of that strike. Oh, he shot it in front of it. That's just a tough break. That's a tough break. And Walsh is going to miss, and I think that is pretty much the nail in the coffin at this point in time. He's got the 1 and the 9 to clean up for $10. LaPierre is going to go by for a 9. What's going on, Corey?
Oh, you know, just poking my head in here at the very end after we get absolutely throttled games 2 and 3.
Yeah, it definitely was going your way in the first one, and actually it's kind of like the match that I covered for you guys before. I mean, you guys took the first one 596 to 584, and then these guys caught fire.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're bowling incredible. A couple 140 games thrown at us. Mike Nardone, huge game there. Nothing you can do. Can't play defense in Candlepin, so just gotta take your licks.
Both bowlers chopping out on the right-hand side. Walsh looking at the 4-horse down the left with a sleeper. LaPierre says, I can do that. Yeah, you got it. LaPierre says, I can do that and leave the 10-pin as well. Good ball, we'll get it. And he just off his mark.
Love the setup here. Can't wait to see this at the World. See it Saturday. See it all put together, because one heck of a setup here.
Well, I think you know the tech on this one. So the good news is, fundamentally, it's really the same as we've had for everything else. So even if I can't be there for any of the matches or whatever, I know you can run it.
Yeah, and
assuming
right
that you're not going to be in the playoffs.
I'm hoping I'm in the playoffs. Hoping Team USA is going a long way in the playoffs. But Jordan Britton's going to try and be there, call a couple playoff games, get on the finals, and he already said he's going to print out a cheat sheet with all the shortcut keys, and he'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, once you get the rhythm down, it's definitely not the worst system in the world to work with.
No, definitely one of the better looking systems and easy to use.
That's like the third time Petey's thrown a ball like that, where it's just bullied and battered its way through the head pin. I like those. Those are my favorite kind of.
Yeah, just push all the way through, and he's going to go bit right on the 10 pin here. And
He has 5 pins still sitting on the plate there. Just crazy. Right at the stripe. Oh, that's the one spot I wouldn't have gone.
That a little too far over.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go shake hands after this ass kicking, but I appreciate it, Mike. Thanks for doing this tonight, and it's great to have you here. Hopefully it gets you on some more Fridays if you can sneak away.
We'll see what happens, man. Petey picks it up for a 10. 124 with a box to go, and Brian is going to unfortunately struggle there. Just pick out the head pin. He's got 7 and a 9, hanging behind for an 8 box. So 95 with a box to go. It's obviously, we kind of call this one advanced, so it's going to be 2 strings in total for Academy 3 and just the first string for Academy 1. I'm actually not really focused on the Friday Night Pro League. I'm like Corey had hinted there, we're hoping to run this rig for the World Tournaments. And really all that matters there is total pins. So, when it comes to the playoffs, and we'll go from there. Petey throws the field goal. Walsh will finish with a 353 for the night. Fuller just not where he wants to be. LaPierre also with a 356. Petey sitting at 401. See if he can get a few more pins here. And that'll be a 409 as he throws the 8 box. Fuller just a disappointing 104 in his third, so a 338 for Brian Fuller. They're doing all the glad hands, all that happy stuff. I'll bring up the stats and we can see where it ended. So 1871 to 1726 for the total pinfall. Obviously that's going to give it to Academy 3, who won strings 2 and 3, 643 and 644. Academy 1 took the first one out of the gates, 596. You see the difference there with 10 strikes, 54 spares, 27 tens for Academy 3, 7 strikes, 46 spares, 30 tens for Academy 1. We'll get this out of the way. Bring up the scores for everybody. As we said earlier, you had Ed Woodside throwing a 373, Mike Nardone a 384, Steve Poulin 349, Scott LaPierre 356, Peter Crawford Jr. 407. Obviously, the cool thing is when you watch this later, you can pause all this stuff and see all those scores individually, box by box. We'll bring up the other side here. And as you can see, Josh Rio, oh, sorry, not Josh Rio. I want to start out with Justin Scally. I just have to move up a little bit. Dustin Scally with a 317. Josh Rio with a 359. Corey Alisi also with a 359. Jeff Walsh, a 353. And Brian Fuller with just a 338. So we're going to get that out of here. And then what I'm going to do is, since I'm done and I got all the fun going on and everything like that, I'm going to mute my mic. Academy 3 is always going to be on the top left side as the bowlers go. Have a great Woodside there is rocking the 6 pin, and there it goes. So I'm going to get a test of my instant replay right out of the gate. Was online and then just bit a little more and popped through the head pin. He's going to have to clean up the 210. He's got a couple of planks in between to make it easier. Oh, Nardone saving that one. Going to be thin on the opposite side and does. Oh, is it going to push it? No, everything but the 9. Poulin wasted no time taking it down. So at the bottom there, you see that we have. There we go. Poulin 2 for 2. Couple of spares right out. The stream is finished. That's not right. A pair of spares. Starts stream 1. Let's see if this lets me back in. Try this again. Better sheet. Walsh is able to drive it down. We'll clip that one for the spin. Walsh looking to clean his up. Right on the stick. Pair of spares. It's actually there. I hate to tell you that.
Come on.
5-7 split, and Crawford manages. Fuller managed to take down everything. Oh, I lied. I saw him. No love for Scally there as he kicks out the 4-pin, and Eddie's going to blow up the spare, get himself on the race outside and clean up. Firing, and that's pretty good. They had to bring his bowling balls out of the trash for him. Firing, and that's pretty good. They had to bring his bowling balls out of the trash for him. Oh, I should have waited just a second for the. Rio's going to pick up the second one. So 2 spares for him. And I put the caution tape down there so Mike Nardone doesn't get killed by a little wire. Let's see. Corey's going to. I don't know his ball well enough to know if that's getting in the way, but he's obviously going to go right at the pin. I lied. He's going to play it off the pin, so he'll pick up the half Worcester on the right. His fill, so just a 2 fill there. Walsh looking at the 3, and then I probably would have been like the 5.5. Fuller rocking this around. Is that going to find? Oh, there we go. Petey gets his first mark. Right-hand side. Fuller really does look like this is wired here. Just hit that 5-pin. That wood should drive right into the corner for him. And absolutely does. And absolutely does. Hamming up second mark of the string. And Petey's going to clean up the check mark towards the 7-pin. Poulin's second ball punches right through the 1 and the 5. Takes out the 9 with it, so 3-2 split to clean up. Corey puts it right outside the check mark, just where you want to do it. Scott LaPierre has basically 4 pins engaged in front of it. I can't imagine this isn't going to happen. But I've seen weird things happen today already with wood here, so I'm not ruling anything out. In front of it, I can't imagine this isn't going to happen. But I've seen weird things happen today already with wood here, so I'm not ruling anything out. Walsh with a naked 10-pin is also going to take it. Fuller's going to miss the head pin and be better off. He's got the 1, the 9, and the 10. He's got some great wood lined up for that. Petey trying to play the outside, absolutely obliterates it. Looking at the 3, the 4, and the 10. Brian's going to miss outside to the right, leaves the 1, 2, 4. Petey looking to come up and sweep it. Sure does. Those are fun ones. Absolutely. Woodside's going to convert his little baby split there for a spare. Come on. There it is. Finally gets his first mark of the string. Oh, and unfortunately, he's just too tight to catch the head pin. Let's see if Mike can convert his. Wow. It wanted to fight him. Teams have 1 mark that they're working to fill. Let's see what happens here. Fuller. Absolutely. Fuller. Absolutely. Mixes the pocket, takes the strike. Big ball at a big time. Petey! Not to be denied, so strikes for Woodside, just looking at that single pin, taking his time and taking it down. Move the wood out of the way. So throws the bill. Let's see what Scally gets it. He's right where I want it to be, and absolutely. It played exactly. All right, Eddie Woodside looking for a fill. Both bowlers looking to pad a couple of pins on here at the end of the string. Woodside's going to be on the pocket. Everything. He's going to find his way. There it is. Turns out the lambda, the 1, 2, 4, and 8. So he's got the Starlight 5 on the right. Oh, Nardone tripping the leg. Oh, this might be interesting. He's outside, takes out the 6-10. Corey's got that 2-pin kind of juiced. He's going right at it, and it goes down. Hard this one here. just going to miss his mark, leaving the 1 and the 8. Good stick between him for a 10 bucks. Corey looking at the triangle. Oh, big time. Takes it to kick into the 7 pin while still driving that wood over. So it's there. Question is, can he get it? Will it play? Yeah. Always fun. He's going to push you into the gutter. Looking to clean this up. Oh, it's got to push. There it is. 4-10 split without any wood. Eddie Woodside looking at the 3 and the 6. Oh, he popped it and he got it. Rio a little thin, and that ball kind of hits the sidewall, leaves him with Starlight 5. Oh, what is that? Is that a Nardone strike? Those don't happen. The lead is now 2, maybe add a couple, so say 4 or 5 because of the strike versus the spare. Alisi's second box is a hell of a lot better. As he but he does convert the spare on the single pin. LaPierre with a great pocket ball. He's still got 2 pieces of wood moving. He might have enough energy to push the 7. Absolutely. Walsh blew it up and everything spare. It'll be on their YouTube afterwards, like full quality. Yeah. Alrighty, LaPierre picks it up. Regret not getting that. LaPierre, absolutely. They're such a great shot, and it looks so. We were talking about these kind of leaves earlier. That, my friends, is Brian just kind of nicks it down, takes the spare in the right direction, but unable to pick up the 4 and 7. But it's definitely primed to go here. No doubt. So picks up the spare, 8-pin sleeping behind it, and Scally continues to struggle with his first ball there as he fills the spare with just 3, taking out the 6-pin. Absolutely, that wood did look like the side. So we'll see if Mikey can pick this up for 20 bucks. Wow, all that noise that was just here just went away.
Nice, baby.
And he does. There we go. Won't go down. He's got the full horse down the right-hand side. Depending on where that wood decides to stop, it might be a big friend. Mikey, no doubt, picks up his second spare in a row. I know. I got like the worst sweet tooth, but you know what I bought? Like I went down. We had a bunch of us go down to the lake for the weekend. As Corey picks up the spare. Great ball by Fuller. It's one of those nice, it's like when you put the meat in the deli slicer. Just slices through the rack. Petey gets the kick off the wall. Put the meat in the deli slicer. Just slices through the rack. Petey gets the kick off the wall to clean up the 5 bunch there. And Fuller is going to take down, crushes the pocket. Can't get the tap on the 4. Petey just has to hit that 2-pin. It's automatic. Absolutely. That gets annoying. Like, he's waiting on the pin. It's far away. Right. There we go. Oh, Scally's going to catch it and just unfortunately wrap it off the wall and not get it. Eddie is going to, is he going to trip it backwards? There's no shame in Candlepin.
Ball's on. It's so explosive.
Oof. Corey goes outside. Can't get those last 2 to convert.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Attaboy, Steve.
Rally back in this one. I see right now you're sitting at 39 plus an extra fill ball. I think there's you're sitting with 2 spares on your team, 1 on theirs. Although
that doesn't help.
Well,
that's going to cost him a quarter. You didn't hit that pin on the
is that what you're doing?
Nice.
Yeah, shot.
Runs it down though. Check mark.
Yeah. I prefer this way more than the triangle. I don't know. For some reason you got that one on the end and just goes. Sure, he wanted to. You were saying earlier, he just feels a little off.
Yeah. But there he is. Yeah. That's going. That's going.
Yeah, buddy. What a fill.
Everything but the 7. Fuller's second ball is a good mix, but leaves the posts. Great wood to clean it up for a 10, though. Great wood. Petey looking for an easy spare here.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
You'd still be looking at that pin staring you in the face and feeling bad about it.
I mean, we'll never know.
There we go. Pair of spares for Petey. That is 5 in a row here in this race. Takes out the back 2.
Shoot the 5 pin. He takes out the 5-6.
Oh!
Yeah.
Great kick from Scally. He hasn't had a loss. We'll say it. Everybody's mocking it. He takes out just the 6-pin. Rio's got a wobbly tooth over there. Turns into a strike. That'll be a 7 fill for LaPierre as he goes right through the middle. Walsh hits it up high, converts the split into a. Probably end up almost a little worse for the wear as he. Well, I like the wood. I'll leave it at that. Petey gives it a run. Oh, and he gets it to trip. 6. He gives it a run. Oh, and he gets it to trip. 6 spares in a row. Ride that wood. Push it. That 10's got to go. It's got to go. It's going to miss about as far as you can off to the right and wiggles everything around to get everything but the 1-5. And Eddie says, I'll get everything. And Eddie says, I'll get everything. Great pocket strike. Scally gets the gift and takes it home. 2 pins here. Mike Nardone misses off to the right, takes out the 3, the 9, and everything to the right of it. And Rio's right on it, gets a much-needed spare here, and everything to the right of it. And Rio's right on it, gets a much-needed spare here.
Right there, baby. Good shot. Get it.
Oh, Nardone breaks his heart to the right, leaving the 3-4-6. Corey's able to take his down. Clip that spare. 2 out of 3. See if LaPierre can do anything with this mess here. Just put it on the pocket and see what happens. Oh, it's going. Absolutely nice balls fly. That wood's not really at a great angle to help, but just hit the 3-6 and see it go. Oh, it went. It's going well for the 7 and the 8. It's got a great brace behind the 1 pin, so just hit the noggin and see what happens. That's it. That's exactly what you expect. That's it. That's exactly what you expect on a shot like that. And Scally's going to run his down. So ball of 277 for 2. Mikey, that's going to come forward. Beautiful first ball. So the 9-pin push a little to the right. So not that this is an easy spare even still. Oh. Yeah, all right. Rio wanted to see how far he could move that 5-pin before it went down. Great 9 drop, everything but the 7. Oh, Mikey loves those. Kind of come at this from a left if you can. I don't know how he throws this ball. He's going rapid. Oh, those always get scary. LaPierre looking at the lumberyard there. Right on it. No doubt. No doubt. The head pin. That wood just kind of kept all the sticks in there, so it didn't quite get the carry out to the side. It's open. Oh, a beautiful ball by Brian, blowing up the head. But unfortunately, it looked like there was a stick kind of angled in there to block the float it once. Oh, Eddie with a sweep off the wall.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Come on, right now, Eddie.
Everything but the 10. Scally shooting at the 2-7-8. Oh! 8. Oh! That's an unusual carry. That's exactly why I don't like that spare. Woodside doubles up. Mix or 6. Punches through the 6 and the 9. Nardone. Oh, look at this. See if he can do it. All right, Rio blows up his spare. Nardone's usually quick fire. There it is. So it's already a 44-pin lead in the string for Academy 3, and it's looking like it's going to get worse. Oh, there you go. A much-needed hammer. My mistake. It's going to be hard to miss this one with the planks. Yep. And there it is. Well, it helps if you hit them.
Well, yeah, you got to hit that front one. Sometimes.
There you go.
Yeah. Attaboy. Attaboy, Stevie.
Well, you guys are taking angle 2.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I'm taking the under. Oh!
Hey, that's...
Oh, the first one in like 30 boxes.
That's all it takes.
No one's hit it since Corey in the first
It's been
string.
They've been fighting.
Yeah.
Pool's going to run his down, so...
Attaboy, Scott!
45 plus a ball. Oh, sorry, the 40 trip. Petey, I don't necessarily love the wood, but it looks like that backwards V is in his favor.
Yeah.
Carbon copy.
Better wood, though.
Yeah, I don't know, that back one.
All 7 pieces.
You know, the worst part is we can actually see all the wood crystal clean as Fuller cleans up the baby split. Much needed spare.
Yeah. Yeah, all the way.
Everything but the 3. Scally just needs to throw this one on the nose.
Right there.
Oh.
Right on it.
We're live with like a bar and a half of Wi-Fi off of the taco shop. Oh, he in a row out of the gates.
Didn't take the 7. Right. That's front of it.
What a way to ruin a streak.
Classic Rio missing on then nailing. Yep, that's
Oh.
exactly what he does.
Boom. We're sitting on spares, and then I just look at those 2 numbers in the middle, and I seem like I know what I'm doing.
Dude, yeah, your live updates are amazing.
Oh, that's gonna
Scotty,
go.
That's a hammer.
Ooh, man.
All right, I got to get up there. It's nice talking with you.
You too, buddy. Go get it. LaPierre sitting down. Yep. 85 plus a ball, and as expected. Petey's all in the middle there. Boom. Oh. I think he capped it. That's tough. Tough break. Eddie plows through the wood, picks up a spare, 89 plus a ball. Spare 5. Oh, I see that when he gets to 10. And Mikey's going to clean up the spare. Bad ball is going to punch through the 2 holes. Still get a 5 drop out of that. Rio nails the 7 pin. Oh, come on. Really thought that had a chance at popping for him, but just couldn't get that 6 to wiggle. And Poulin's going to get the play off the wall, take the spare. Worcester on the left-hand side. Gave it a run, but I think he caught it too much on the tail. Enough to get the 5, but not to dance across. Petey gets his to sweep. You just take away his open boxes, though. Petey with a fill. They're both going. Oh, and the pretty sweep of the 5-7-10 for Brian. Oh, I think he stood it up. That pin was on its way down. Oh. Rio's all, well, I'm wrong. He hit that, but somehow didn't find a way to get to the 8 pin. Corey takes the easy strike. I mean, takes the easy spare, I should say. None of which that was super helpful. Oh, Poulin gets it active, but just can't.